Testing, 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 testing. Alright, stream should be up right now. So anybody coming over from the Hidden City Rollers Derby channel, welcome. I'm here to provide some sound to go along with the wonderful feed provided by our very own Merlin Floyd, one of the Hidden City Rollers. Founding member, perhaps. Stream is running a little choppy, looks like. But yeah, if there's any quality issues, let me know, please. I don't do this restreaming thing too often, but I will attempt to make it work for y'all in the best way possible. Doesn't look like I'm dropping any frames or anything like that, so it looks like we're gonna have a match coming up pretty soon. This is gonna be round 4. I see we have some viewers right now. It's gonna be Phoenix versus Scorpion. I do not know which specific players. If I can get those names, I will put that up there immediately. But it'll be Phoenix. I don't know which one is Phoenix, but we have someone rocking this sick Nintendo controller playmat, and someone running one of the Elemental Championship playmats with the Imperial Palace. Lovely art on that Imperial Palace. It's gonna be Roy versus Zane. Okay. Ooh, someone's got the Team Covenant rings. I have those myself. We're gonna have Roy and Zane. I'll update the name. I'll update the names once we actually have them sitting down and I can see. Okay, Kyuden Nasawa is gonna be on the right. So. Alright, yeah, so Roy's gonna be on the left, Zane is gonna be on the right. Kyuden Nasawa Phoenix versus City of the Open Hand Scorpion. Yeah, sorry if it's a little choppy. I'm doing the best I can with what is being provided, so yeah, I guess it's really on the venue to provide what they can. Alright, Mine's Desire is going to come hop on in a little bit once we get started at some point. So we will have a co-caster. But yeah, thank you everybody to tuning in. This is the Sydney Kotei. Australia was longing for a Kotei, and FFG delivered. So shout outs to Australia for getting what they asked for. I believe it was 41 people total. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good turnout for a kind of last minute unannounced Kotei until a few months ago. But yeah, I'm glad that the Australian scene is still very active, and we are going to have some pretty good matches coming up in a second. So my man Zane over here is still rocking this. I guess this is default Kyuden Nasawa. I guess he didn't have the promo from the Phoenix pack, but it's fine. I'm not gonna judge anybody for lack of promos. Looks like a lot of what he got came from some of these local tournaments, which is a perfectly fine place to get some promos if you don't have any for yourself. So those metal coins are from the Stronghold kits. The card sleeves that he's using for his conflict and his dynasty deck, those are from the Elemental Championships, and as is his playmat. So my boy Roy over here, rocking this Nintendo playmat. Got some pretty nifty tokens. I haven't actually seen them before. It looks like whatever he's using for his fate kind of looks like these same coins that Meowth has on his head. I don't know what they're actually called, so if anybody in the chat wants to correct me on the correct nomenclature, please enlighten me. But both these players are going to be on Keeper of Air. Thank you to Soshi Kurai for posting the brackets up. Yeah, as you can see, Phoenix has 3, I believe, out of the 5 undefeateds right now, so no big surprise here. Alright, players are going ahead and do their mulligans. It's a little hard to tell exactly how many cards are being mulliganed based on the latency, but we'll make do with what we got. So it looks like Roy, the Scorpion player, going to be going second. He looks to be wanting to pitch maybe all of them. Yeah, he's redealing 4 cards. It's going to be a full mulligan. Yeah, shoutouts to Merlin. This man is going all over the place. So I saw him in Gen Con last week, and now he's all the way back over here in Australia, where he's actually no longer living. He's living in Hong Kong. So, yeah, this man is jet setting. Phoenix is going to be going first here. First player, obviously, so when was it? I guess it was like sometime in the middle of last year. They changed the rules to where the second player no longer got a bonus fate. Which kind of changed the dynamic of who wants to go first, who wants to go second. Nowadays, I think everybody pretty much picks to go first, but the difference isn't really as big as it used to be. It wasn't like you just had this massive advantage by going first as opposed to going second. All right, so we see some flops here. This is in fact Chargebird Phoenix. It looks like so. We see the Satoshi, a Library, an Ancestral Shrine, and a Keeper Initiate. Satoshi's going to come down with 1 fate for the Phoenix player, Zane. Meanwhile, on the Scorpion side, we got a Satori, we have a Blackmail Artist, and we also have Imperial Storehouse and Fawning Diplomat. So, not the best of turn 1 buys. We did see a full mulligan from him, so he definitely was looking for something that he didn't find. Probably something like Hidden Moon Dojo, right? But looks like he's just going to go ahead and pass here. Common Scorpion tactic. Phoenix player now taking the opportunity to go ahead and use his Satoshi. Looks like he milled a bird, which is very important for this deck. I think it's bird and Suki, from what I can tell. But he finds a Conjo District. Not going to be useful on this turn, but if he can maintain the favor, then it'll be useful for next turn. And so Roy on Scorpion not buying the Fawning Diplomat means that he is at risk of losing the favor for this round. However, he has a significant fate lead. He could have a number of conflict characters. I do not know these players' decks other than what we've seen so far. Alright, so we see at least one Clarity of Purpose in Zane's hand. Yeah, unfortunately, unlike some card game tournaments, there's no hand cam here, so we can't really take a look and see what their hands are, other than if they happen to put them by the camera at a strange angle. But the only thing I can really make out is Clarity of Purpose. Bids are going to come out. It's going to be 5 bids all around. Big surprise. Scorpion uses the box to go ahead and reduce an honor, or remove an honor from the Phoenix player. So Keeper of Air Scorpion, if you see Keeper of Air, that's usually going to mean that it's going to be a Dishonor Scorpion. Their goal is to take it down to 0 honor, and it is not difficult for them whatsoever. However, the Ancestral Shrine there is one of Phoenix's good ways to counteract the Dishonor Scorpion. Ancestral Shrine lets you return a ring to the claimed ring pool, or to the unclaimed ring pool, and in exchange for 1 honor. So it's a nice little way to directly gain some honor, boost yourself back up, keep yourself afloat against this hard Dishonored deck. So meanwhile, it looks like we went straight into the conflict. We're going to see a military air conflict at Secret Cache with just me and Satoshi. So obviously we see one Keeper Initiate here. I don't know what splash this Scorpion is on. It could be Phoenix Splash, could be Crane Splash. Those are the 2 most common splashes for this kind of deck. But if Satoshi can win this air ring here, he's going to get this Keeper Initiate, which will be good for him. Allows him to do a second attack. Phoenix right now sitting on 2 Fate, which means so this deck runs Charge, but one of the cards that really enables this deck is a new line card, new line spell called Forebear's Echoes. And so what that card does, it lets you pay 2 Fate to Spirit Call a card from your graveyard. And so right now we do know that there is a Fushicho in the graveyard. That conflict ended up resolving by a Fate Worse Than Death sending Satoshi home, blanks him, dishonors him, bows him. And now it looks like a Bayushi Collector will come down for the Scorpion player. So he can go ahead and do a Earth attack. Phoenix, of course, still sitting on 2 Fate. Phoenix represents the threat of display of power at any given time. So we're going to see this political Earth attack going towards the counter district. It is, I think it's Midnight Rebels. So no viable targets right now for the Midnight Rebels. It'll be a blank province for the Scorpion to attack. So Earth Ring is going to go off. No display of power here, and which means that... Oh no, there was a display of power, sorry, but the Scorpion player is playing Yoga Kikyo. So, we see the Kikyo negate the display of power. Sick tech there. And now Kikyo is going to be able to do another attack here, and it's going to be an air attack at the Midnight Rebels. So that's a huge honor loss already. And Favor is also going to be going over to the Scorpion. Not the greatest of starts for the Scorpion player, or for the Phoenix player. Phoenix player going to be sitting on 7 honor. Oh no, he didn't lose one for Satoshi. I don't believe. Yeah, I don't think he lost one for Satoshi leaving play. I think he should have lost a total of 4 honor that turn. In addition to the honor loss from the oh no, well no, yeah, he should. I think he should be short 1 more honor. But players don't notice it. The game will go on. Scorpion player discarding most of the things. Phoenix player being a little greedy here, keeping the Ancestral Shrine and also keeping the Forgotten Library. I mean, both are pretty important in this matchup because you want to be able to draw cards and you want to be able to gain honor if necessary. But right now, Phoenix player needs to start building up some kind of board. He doesn't really have anything going for him currently. Not a huge Satoshi mill, and right now he's showing Isawa Atsuko and Isawa Kaede. Both are super expensive, and it's going to be really hard for him to buy them without sacrificing a lot of fate from his pool. He will be second player this turn. Meanwhile, Scorpion has bought a Blackmail Artist. That'll probably be the only thing he buys right now. It looks like that's a Bayushi Whisperer, a Mia Mystic, and another Whisperer in his Province row. And so none of those are really enticing to buy because you can't buy them. So it looks like bids are going to come out here. Phoenix player was able to pass first. I did not see what the bids were yet. Okay, they haven't actually bid yet. So Scorpion already in pretty dangerous territory right now. Looks like it was just a 1 bid, a 2 bid from the Phoenix player. He will get to draw an extra card from the Forgotten Library, so still drawing some cards at least. Stronghold is in fact off for the Scorpion player. He has the Imperial Favor, which he has set on to military. Got some extra fate right now on the Water, Fire, and Void Rings. So now the Scorpion player is about to declare an attack. Lots of choices here for him to take if necessary. Yeah, stream quality is okay right now, Merlin. Um, haven't been, still a little bit choppy, but I haven't had too many problems so far. Oops, I need to mute my stuff. Alright, there we go. So I should be on mute now. Oh, actually, I need to have this on in case I get pinged by Mind's Desire, who should be coming in a second. At some point in time. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hey.
Alright.
Let me see if I can turn
these rings.
you up.
What ring is it? The air? I think this is air, right?
Yeah, it's the air conflict.
Yeah, the Covenant rings, I'm just not used to their designs, like, fully. But now that I see water under the fate. You were asking about these, like, Meowth fate coins? They're, someone locally in Australia makes them. That's all I know. They're like the Australian luxury playstyles.
Okay, cool, yeah. I just like don't know what they're actually called, right? So that's more what I was asking. Like, so
They're just coins, right?
I mean, I think they're just coins, but I didn't know if they had like a special name or anything like that.
What kind of coin does Meowth have? Alright, the internet will tell me. also known as a charm.
Okay. It's cool.
Here it is. Whiskers, black and brown ears, and a koban. It's called a koban.
Koban. Okay, cool. So now I know for the
K O
future.
Koban, a gold oval coin, also known as a charm. Was a Japanese oval gold coin in Edo period feudal Japan. There you go.
All right. I know.
I mean, good on you for actually thinking it's a real coin.
Yeah, no, I know it's a real coin.
All right, so we see Seeker of Knowledge show up after it looks like he lost the earring.
Yeah,
So
he lost there. I saw a shrine maiden at one point in time. I don't know where it came from. But it's no longer
he
there, so I
played it from
guess.
his hand and it got assassinated.
Okay, yeah, I got assassinated. I see the assassinate now.
So did he like forget to resolve his blackmail artist? He was at 6, right? So he should be at 3, unopposed air blackmail artist.
Yeah. So actually, I think that this Phoenix player should be at 2. So not only because of the blackmail artist, but also because of
The Satoshi.
yeah, the Satoshi was dishonored and he left play. He didn't lose an honor.
Yeah,
So.
I really disliked everything about how the Phoenix player played turn 1.
Yeah, turn 1 was a little yeah, I think he just didn't need to attack at all. There was no reason to try
Yeah,
to
you
play
just like
Keeper.
don't attack, and if you're gonna invest in a Satoshi and buy him, you just buy him with a lot of fate. So when he gets fate worse than death, you still have him for next turn to activate him.
Yeah.
But like, this isn't a matchup where you can go ham on Satoshi because if you randomly mill yourself to death, you'd lose.
Yeah, I don't know what version of this deck the Phoenix player is running, but I mean he has all the good stuff in it, so
Yeah, I mean, I assume he has just the normal stops. He might have an extra stop with a Mia Mystic, but other than that, he's playing normal cards. Seeker of Knowledge is also super normal. One thing to note: if the Scorpion player does win a conflict against Seeker of Knowledge, they will be able to claim Keeper Fate.
yes, this is true.
I think a couple people I saw missed that interaction paper. So we're seeing military. He doesn't have a bird in the discard pile that I have.
No, he milled in the first turn.
Did he? Did he? Okay, okay.
Yeah, but he just didn't have fate to play echoes, or he just didn't have echoes, whichever the case was.
All right. So runs in a abandoning honor, which is a fire province that when it's broken, you choose a dishonor character and discard it.
Yes. So in this particular situation, I think it's not going to be too relevant. He's just going to block with the collector here.
Yeah, I think he just blocked and passed. It's 2-0 right now.
So.
Oh, he plays 4 shame. We should see a bow here. Chooses
Yeah.
dishonor. Okay, there we go.
Okay. That's oh no, he's
Like
he's gonna bow.
Yeah, yeah. All you want to do right now is start the conflict, which he's done, and then you just want to play your military cards now.
Yeah.
I saw a charge. So he charges Zakayade.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. I guess.
Going for the Exodia ring. I like it.
I think actually, well, so charging Kite is good. I think it wouldn't have been the worst thing to charge Yuona to, if you depending.
Yeah,
on
I
how
would
bad
have considered that more because Kaede just gets potatoed in a military conflict, whereas in a political conflict she at least has 1.
Yeah, and so for Yuona also, he did play Walk in the Way earlier, so you can flash it back, and then bow this collector.
Yeah, then he would be up 2-1 favor.
Right. But I mean, I think right now his interest is just winning the ring. I don't think he.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to win the ring because you'll get your keeper. You'll get some honor from the air ring. Obviously, Kaede's there now, so you get just all the effects. I'm just gonna pop out your chat. I don't know how many people are actually watching.
Yeah. Looks like there's 8 viewers right now. There were a little
Hell
more
yeah.
later earlier. But it is late night on a Friday, so I don't expect there to be too many people. But I just wanted to make sure we had some sound on at least some of these for the Australians.
Yeah. I actually went and played Magic today for like the first time in 9 months. Is my friends and I just went to hang out with some friends that I normally don't get to see.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And the last time I went out and played Magic with them was 9 months ago. We played Villainous though. Villainous was fun.
Cool. Yeah, it looks like I think Jasper's in here. Aerodon Templar. I don't know who you are, but He says he appreciates the sound.
Hell
So
yeah.
we're grateful
All right,
that
so
we're able
we
to
see a
provide it to
marker
you.
shame come down on Kaede to potato her.
Yeah, that's
It's really expensive to do it this way. Obviously, you would prefer to just play Way of the Scorpion.
sure. But I think that the Scorpion player is in such a dominating position right now that
It's like really awkward though. So if the Phoenix player wins this conflict, he actually just trades so far up because you just honor Kaede to neutral. You then well, we
well
saw
no,
Soul Beyond
well
Reproach.
so Kaede is gonna die first, right? So if he breaks this, well, if
Oh
he wins
right,
the conflict, then he's fine. But if he breaks the province, oh my god, another Kiki.
amazing. I love it.
It's the second one so far.
Yeah, yeah. This is the best thing in the world. I'm like having a lot of fun right now watching Phoenix players get crushed by Kikuya.
Yeah, I already expressed this to you at Gen Con. I'm not excited about the fact that this bird deck is so rampant right now because of the fact that everybody's gonna be playing Kikyo, and I have spells now.
Yeah, yeah. Just random spells. It's really awesome. Scorpion gets to put all these niche cards in their deck, and then when in the matchups that they don't need them, they just have this awesome card called Favor Knees that nobody else has access to. It's
Yeah,
really cool.
it's like, oh, it turns out it was worth it after all.
Yeah, Unicorn has Spoils of War, which is like kind of a Favor Knees, but like Favor Knees is just like, oh, this is bad for this card. I'll just pitch it.
Yeah, Aerodon Templar saying, I'm looking forward to my low spell DH Phoenix build. Well, the problem with that is that you're still going to have some kind of spell in there, right? And it's going to feel even worse when you get Kiku'd.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so there's a Soul Beyond Reproach
Also,
on the Collector? Oh no, on the
he
Black
played it
Harvest.
earlier so he could voice. Yeah, he voices something. We're seeing a box activation to My Ancestor's
He
Strength.
voiced the Bonsai, it looks like, and now he's gonna, yeah, minus just.
My Ancestor's Strength. The Kaede?
Well, it's only gonna be a 3, right? Because she's dishonored still.
Yeah, I'm surprised he chose to bow the Seeker of Knowledge then, if that's what. So it looks like he breaks. No, they're resolving this incorrectly. Yeah, they're resolving this horribly
Yeah,
incorrectly.
everything's going out of order right now.
Well, okay, so for those watching, basically the way this works is the abandoning honor is a. Oh, did he not break?
Oh no, he didn't break. He didn't break because he had the favor, right? So it was 3 to
Oh,
1.
right, the favor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, never mind. They did it absolutely correctly. We're dumb.
Okay, and then he against the he against the Waste Kikyo.
Easy. Take that, Shigenja. Wait, he didn't get his keeper initiate? That's tough. I assume he knows he can get his keeper initiate because he gained 2 honor from the air ring.
Oh man, yeah, he just completely missed that entirely.
He needs to make sure to return his ring now at the shrine during Fate phase, and so he should be going up to 6 right now. I really hope he remembers. So it's tough because everyone shortcuts the end of the end of the game,
Yeah,
like just all the phases because it's usually not relevant and it saves a lot of time if you just shortcut everything. But
right.
like if I'm the Phoenix player, usually what I do is I just say in the Fate phase as I'm returning my rings, I say in the Fate phase I return these to gain honor.
Yeah, but looks like he has forgotten to do that also.
He's just not done it. So he down in honor. I guess he's basically gifting the honor that the Scorpion forgot to, that they
Oh
missed.
right, yeah, but still,
Oh wait,
this.
no, he just gained one.
Oh,
So maybe that they were still shortcutting. I don't know.
okay, yeah. It's a little hard to tell. Yeah, because like you said, like everybody just sort of just goes through everything.
It's not great practice, but like the game
Yeah,
takes so long that you just like it saves a lot of time if you do it.
yeah,
Like,
everything just happens at once in most matches during this time. And unless you have something that's actually relevant, like something like Way of the Crab or
yeah,
Earth Becomes Sky
or Ancestral Shrine.
yeah, or Ancestral Shrine, right? Exactly. Then you actually need to at least take a moment to stop and do something about it. So, yeah, missing the keeper is definitely huge though. So another one will come up. Maybe he'll remember this time. But unfortunately, the only thing he has is going to be Yuona. Meanwhile, on the Scorpion side, we see a Taturi.
Wait, is it what is going on? This deck is awesome.
Yeah, so there's a Whisperers right there next to the Hidden Moon Dojo, and also Taturi on the other side.
All right, so
Um,
he can buy the Whisperers with HMD, and then he can name Forebears Echoes.
oh, that'd be sick.
For those who don't know what Bayushi Whisperers does, which I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't, it's the 6 cost character for Scorpion out of the Scorpion pack. It is a 6 cost, 3 military, 6 political, 0 glory character. I don't know what the trait is, and it has action. It has no attachments, and then it has action during a conflict. You look at your opponent's hand, and then you name a card, and your opponent cannot play copies of that card. It
Yeah,
might be copies of that card from their hand, but because Kyudo plays it as if it were in your hand, it still counts.
yeah, that is the case.
So yeah, you can name Forebears Echoes, or if you look at their hand and you see they don't have one, and he doesn't have one in the discard, you can do something else. Pretty sick here. We do see an attack though. It looks like it's air. Uona going in and abandoning honor on air. This is just like really egregious. There's this 2 fate ring, and we see Uona just assassinate.
Yeah, oof, yeah, that's rough. How is this Phoenix player at 7 honor now?
He should be at he was at 5, and then I don't know.
That's
Honestly, I just don't know.
That's fair. Okay,
Because he was at 5, and then he had no honor characters leaving, and then yeah, I don't know.
All right, we're gonna let it rock. It's
All right,
cool.
so we see a Forebears Echoes on the bird. The Bayushi Whisperer should have been bought pre-conflict, so he could have stopped this. Because the Whisperers ability can be used. I do not believe it has to be participating.
I don't think so. It has been a hot second since I've seen this card for sure. So
Bayushi's Whisperers. I'm looking it up real quick. Yeah, it does not have to be participating.
okay, yeah. So yeah, you could have just left it to chill. Presumably,
Oh,
I
cool.
guess this means that he probably has something like Fate Worse than Death, and he's just gonna blast this bird. Um,
I didn't realize it was done by Nell Deal. Pretty awesome artist. She did a lot of the landscape cards. She did a bunch of the strongholds, and looks like she did Bayushi's Whisperers and Hidden Moon Dojo too. Yeah.
yeah. So that makes sense, right? Because both of those cards, also like the Hidden Dojo, obviously is just a landscape. But then Bayushi's Whispers is also like a cityscape. But there's
Yeah.
someone looking over.
Yeah,
Into it.
like she did Ancestral Lands. Let's see, Bayushi's Whisperers, Hidden Moon Dojo. She did both HMTs. She did Kanjo District, Kyuden Isawa, Kyuden Kakita, Shiro Katsuki, Senpuku Saito, and Pilgrimage. I have a bunch of cards signed by her. She's super nice.
Yeah. And yeah, one of the HMTs you got signed, you given to me. So thank you for that.
Yeah. I gave her the Unicorn one too, because I was just mailing cards to her. I might as well get everything signed if I
Yeah,
can.
might as well. So we are going to see a break on the abandoning honor here.
Yep.
Which means
Loses an honor for an opposed. So like the Phoenix player randomly being at 7 is gonna turn on this box. I don't know what's happening. All right, so the Phoenix player has chosen to take 1 from the Scorpion player. That's just like not correct because the Phoenix player is not gonna dishonor the Scorpion
Yeah.
player.
well,
He
he
should
took.
just gain 2.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he took one to get, I guess, negate the box effect. So Bird's gonna leave play now, end in conflict.
Well, you can't put
Um,
Satoshi into
no,
play.
you
That's
cannot.
cheating.
Yeah.
Okay, good. They realize that.
I mean, his only choice, his best choice is gonna be Kaede.
Yeah. He keeps trying to pick Satoshi, and you literally can't. The Fushisho is racist, and only allows you to pick Phoenix characters.
Okay, and this time he remembered to get his keeper initiates, so that's good.
He was smart. He knew he would flip another one, and he wanted them to be synced.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You just
Um,
have him on the same schedule.
Yeah, so I don't like taking 1. That doesn't it doesn't negate the box. It takes 1 less box activation, right?
Right.
And you taking 1 from your opponent. It's not like Old City of the Hand, right? Where they also gain 1. So like taking 1 from your opponent leaves them below you for longer.
Right. And just in general, you want to keep the total honor total as high as possible. So
Yeah, you just want to add more honor into the pool. And so you just always gain 2. You just can't lose if you just keep gaining 2 and shrining and just sending guys into the Scorpion and stuff. Because the Scorpion's gonna have to change their bid at some point to get cards again to win conflicts.
right. And so right now it looks like the Scorpion is in a struggle state where they don't have a lot of cards to deal with this. And so earlier they were in a pretty good position, but now it looks like thanks to some some miracle working, they are against the wall now. So
I mean, these players are just allergic to fate. It seems they have chosen to. He has chosen to bypass the two fate ring again.
what is the two favorite? It's a water ring.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah,
I just like money, so I would have just gone for money. Like, you know what money lets you do? Play more cards. He should attack Hidden Moon Dojo and see what it is. He should probably leave Kaede at home just to not get dishonored and win favor.
yeah. And so based on I guess what remains, this is Keeper of Air. So that's probably going to be. I guess it has to be either upholding
It's shameful.
or shameful, and it's shameful.
It could be Midnight Revels, and then it could be Earth Province on box.
That's also possible too. Yeah, but it is in fact shameful. I don't know who's attacking here. I think you might have sent everybody.
I mean, based on what I see, it looks like it's everybody. Because everyone's in a line, but it's obviously very hard to see. We see a Cunning Magistrate get bought with 3 Fate. Was that? I think I saw a Conflict Tadaka on these Phoenix players' hand.
Um, it
I see a Clarity, I
might
believe.
be.
There's a Clarity for sure.
Something has stats, and I can't tell what it is. Yeah, he's had this
Looks like a
clarity
Cloud
since
Mind.
turn 1. Yeah, so Cloud the Mind would be pretty good right here with this Cunning Magistrate in. Granted, I guess it's not that important because if he dishonors the Kaede, she's gonna have no stats anyway. So
Yeah, she would be 1 if you cloud, so you technically would be tied,
yeah,
3-3 if
now
you
she's
clouded.
0.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind clouding here. It forces action, and it, if you win the Earth Ring plus the Void Ring, like that's good. So you have to cloud this thing at some point anyway, right?
Right, yeah. So one of the issues though is that even if you do cloud it right now, you're still losing the conflict. So the Scorpion player
No,
right now
you're
is
not.
sitting at
It would
3,
be 3-3
3 to. Oh no,
if you
yeah, it's right,
cloud
okay, yeah.
clouding is the 1. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is the big reason that Kaede, like, I remember when Kaede was first spoiled, people thought she was just ludicrous and that she was so broken, and then people played with her and were like, oh, if she ever becomes Dishonored, she doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, I think like honestly, like right now, she's probably not as bad as she used to be with less Scorpion running around. But
Well, it's not even
obviously,
that. It just turns out if you put her into play without paying six for
well,
her,
yeah,
she's pretty good.
that's another thing too.
Like if I get her and if I get her and can leverage her without having to actually buy her, I'm happy. If I have to buy her, I don't want her.
Okay, wait. Are we still in the conflict right now?
I don't know what's happening. Looks like he lost the conflict.
So he lost the conflict.
Where did
He
the Soci-Illusionist come
so the
from? Did he?
Socio-Illusionist. I guess this all happened after the conflict was over.
Oh,
But he flipped
He
with Hidden Moon
flipped
Dojo.
with Hidden Moon Dojo in the conflict, and then bought the Illusionist for
Yeah.
favor. It looks like.
Well, he bought him afterwards, and then it looks like the Phoenix player boxed to against the waves the Socio-Illusionist.
Oh, interesting.
That's one way to put it.
Okay. All right. He has to make sure to use his shrine again. He should be able to gain 1 honor from putting the airing back, which looks like he did because he was at 7. Now he's at 8. This Earthwing off to the side is really confusing.
Yeah. All right. So this watering now has 3 fate on it. How many fate do you think it will take before it actually gets claimed? I'm gonna say it's gonna sit around for at least one more turn. But all right, so we see the flops now. So on the Phoenix side, we're gonna have I think it's Nobukai. Nobukai, Fire Elemental Guard, and so we still keep the library and we keep the Ancestral Shrine. So on the Scorpion side, we have Taturi, a Keeper Initiate, and the Whispers is still there. I don't know if he's not gonna buy this Whispers, he might as well just get rid of it at this point. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
It's sort of just sitting here taking up Hidden Dojo space. But he bought the Taturi on 3 Fate. Phoenix, meanwhile, is sitting on a hefty 7 Fate. Looks like he's going to buy the Fire Elemental Guard. Which will be a pass from the Scorpion player. And bids go out. I think it's ones on both sides. The Scorpion player now in a position where he probably needs some more cards, but he can't actually get more because he's now all the way down to 5 honor. So Ancestral Shrine definitely putting in some work here. Keeping this Phoenix player afloat and also in a position to apply some pressure. Scorpion box is used, and he's actually going to use it to gain 1 honor for himself.
Wait, he gained one with the box?
Yes.
See, this is the sign of the this is the beginning of the end if we're doing this. Wait, he bought Taturi, I love it.
Yeah, he bought the Taturi on 3 Fate. So
Taturi doesn't have no attachments, right? He's just normal Taturi?
yeah, he's normal Taturi. Well, I mean, besides his other effect, but yeah. So Phoenix right now is sitting on this massive army spanning 5 characters. He actually bought the Fire Elemental Guard on a Fate.
He bought Nobukai also.
Yeah,
This is just like a lot of I don't know, but both players are just like not spending the fate the way that I would, but because they're both doing it, it's like not that it's coming out to be normal, I guess.
yeah, it's sort of normal. I mean, like, the thing with Nobukai is, like, so if you're gonna buy him, you better be ready to use him. But
Yeah, basically. He also bought him with no fate, right?
yeah, so I mean, against Scorpion, like, I just don't. Well, like, I don't know when he's actually going to use Nobukai. All right, so yeah, we see a void attack. Who's first player right now? It's the Scorpion. So the Scorpion attack with the Social Illusion is to go void. It seems okay.
Then and then looks like the Phoenix player just didn't block, and looks like the Void Ring was claimed. It voided the Fire Elemental Guard. Like one fading this Fire Elemental Guard is gonna be what is happening? Is he asking if he can Nobukai after Toturi uses his action?
I'm a little confused right now, just because I don't know what's being attacked, or I don't know what conflict we're in right now.
Yeah, I think he's asking a question on how Toturi works. That's what I see.
Yeah, yeah. So Tatsuri is only cards from your hand, I believe. Yeah, it's cards from your hand, so you can still use Nobukai if you really want to. Do note that Tatsuri also has to be participating to use his effect.
Correct. Yeah. I'm somewhat of an expert on the card. I came in second place with that card in my deck. Just saying.
When did you? Oh, with in the crab deck.
Yeah, Seattle. As much as I thought Jared was trying to meme me, it was a lot better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty cool in decks that Um, I guess you can actually afford to buy him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he can be saved, but like also like if you just have Talisman, you can just Talisman a Shameful and you have a 9/6.
Okay, so it looks like he actually did block that conflict then. So he blocked with Kaede and the Keeper,
But then lost.
but still lost because it was political. Political void, yeah. So he would have been losing 3-2.
Interesting.
Alright, now we're going to see an attack. It's going to be air. As I told you before, I think this water range is going to sit there for at least one more turn.
I'm so confused. Like these two players are both allergic to money. So we see a military air at Seeker Cache, just not even attacking the fourth province. Just
Well,
barreling
yeah.
into Seeker Cache.
I guess I guess he's really afraid of it being upholding authority, but there is
Think
also
about it this way.
yeah.
What you do is you can just send in your Keeper Initiate on military water, pick up 3 Fate, and scout what that fourth province is.
Yeah. You know,
Then you have the most information, and you collected 3 money.
yeah. If it's if it turns out to be something like rebels, then you're totally fine. And
Yeah,
then you can just
because
go
your
ahead and call
5 is
your
bound, and they're not going to bounce to Terry.
yeah, and you can call your burden and do stuff after and do whatever after that point.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna have a double block here from the Scorpion player. So he's gonna be at strength. What is that? Strength 9, 10 with the favor to the Phoenix player's 5. It looks like he just folded that conflict and everybody's bad. And since it was an air attack, he gave him a keeper. So Nobukai still left over for the Scorpion. Oh, he attacked water.
Holy crap.
Nice. So now look at all that money he has. He has 8 fate now.
Yeah, he can just buy Baishi Whispers with 2 Fate if he wants. He just came into a huge windfall of money.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other ring is that has 2 Fate, but like that ring also you should want to attack.
Yeah, that's the fire ring.
He's storming Nobukai for 2.
Okay.
I don't know why. Why doesn't he just block and pass?
Is Nobukai he's not a Shugenja, right? He's just a
No,
courtier.
he's a courtier.
Okay.
He got Way of the Scorpion, which I believe he has 1 glory. So it's currently 3-2. He's still losing.
Nobukai has 2 glory actually, so
Does he? Holy
Yeah.
crap, that card's so bad. 2 glory.
yeah. So even if he Chaozu's himself, he's still not only is he gonna lose an honor, but he is still gonna lose the
He'll
conflict.
take an unopposed from the favor.
Yeah, from the favor.
That's so bad.
So the Scorpion player right now taking a look through the Phoenix player's conflict discard. Grand Kotei winning card though, yeah. We were just talking about Tatsuri, coming in second, but meanwhile we have this actual Kotei winning card in Nobukai.
How did the Tatsuri get bowed? Did he attack Midnight Rebels?
No, Tatsuri defended the air attack. It was a military air attack,
sure.
and
Yeah.
he blocked it.
And then just like blocked and activated it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he activated it. I'm not sure. But whatever the case was, there were no cards played after the attack was declared.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nobukai's bowed. So I guess it looks like he won the conflict. And we're gonna see a restand.
Yeah, Jasper, having a card in your deck doesn't make it a Grand Kotei winning card.
No, it got played. It got played in finals.
Oh, it got played?
Oh no. Well, yeah. Brad bought Nobukai.
Yeah, but like Brad was basically spinning the basketball on his finger. Jeremy was dead. Brad could have done any number of things and killed him.
That's actually probably true. At that point, it was probably true. Nobukai actually did bow.
Yeah, Nobukai
Yeah.
did cool stuff, but like.
Oh no, Nobukai got formal invitation. That's what happened to him.
Oh, is that why you knew that? There you go. That's why he has two glory. So we see Tadaka show up, disguising over the fire elemental guard.
Okay.
And is attacking fire, it looks like.
Yeah, might as well get that money.
Gets court games.
I can't tell what he's attacking. He's actually good cash. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he already attacked it earlier, so. I mean, he should activate Tadaka.
Yeah. What happened to the water ring?
I don't know where it is. It looks like it's underneath the earring.
Yeah, but I guess like, did he just like not activate it?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. We see a clarity of purpose for whatever reason.
I guess he
believe
wants
this
to
is
try
the
to
last conflict.
favor. Yeah.
So he has to win this ring and then he'll get favor?
Correct.
I mean, this guy, I don't know his name. The Scorpion player could just buy Bayushi's Whisperers. He's a liar right next to Hidden Moon Dojo also. You just buy a liar into this conflict.
Yeah, and then I think you're actually in a pretty good spot. No, Conflict
Yeah.
Tadaka also has 2 glory, right? Okay, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, there's the liar.
He has the exact same stats as Dynasty Tadaka. It's 5-3-2. Yeah, I mean, Conflict Tadaka is sick. He's just not very sick right now. He's really good if you put a lot of fate on him and you use his ability every single turn.
Okay. The Tadaka is bowed.
It shouldn't be. It didn't. It doesn't matter, I guess,
Yeah, it
because
didn't.
he's not
It
gonna
didn't
win the
matter,
favor.
but yeah, just another little small mistake from the Phoenix player here. You know, these kind of things happen at tournaments, especially in I guess higher stakes rounds when if you don't have that
I
much
mean,
experience,
I
right?
mean,
Like,
they know they're being streamed. Like, there's a lot of pressure. I'm
yeah.
not. When we say things like this, you flipped 2 Azunamis. That's really really bad.
Oh.
Please don't buy
Oh.
this card. See, like I see people like I see people buy like this, and they just like feel like they have to, and it's just like just pass. Like,
Yeah, you're in a
be
good enough
okay.
position right now where like you don't have you can survive. Like if you don't have anything to defend with, you can still survive like an unopposed attacker or something like that. So
Okay, so really minor thing here. The
yeah,
Phoenix player
the
they
library is
did
supposed to
their
happen
dials.
before the
Yeah, they
dials.
did their dials, and then he triggered library. Library is before the draw phase begins, or it's at the beginning of the draw phase. Anyways,
Yeah,
if you go to dials, you've passed your library window.
correct.
But I mean, I appreciate any shortcuts. It is what it is.
But yeah, hopefully both these players actually go back and watch some of these VODs and just just keep track of these kind of mistakes that you make.
Yeah,
For
it's
future
just like things
reference.
you want to clean up as you keep playing to that way you can pay attention to the board state more, and you can clean up your play.
Yeah, like in this particular situation, like both players are both kind of making a lot of mental mistakes, and it seems to be sliding. But
It's just like a lot of game state mistakes.
yeah, but granted, like now that we have the floor rules, like these are things that you actually have to start paying attention to, especially at something higher stakes. Like if you go to Worlds or if you go like one of these national championships, then you definitely need to pay a little more attention.
Okay, so we do see the Bayushi's Whispers get bought, which is awesome. I'm super happy that this is a play. You know, he got all that money from the Water Ring, so he was able to fund his buy.
Yeah, what is this card? Oh, that's still Terry. Okay. And the far card
Yeah, yeah.
is Dairu. Yeah, that's a Dairu.
Oh yeah, in his row. Yeah, Satori is the other card next to the HMD.
So you were talking about playing Magic earlier, for the first time in a while, and I actually found a new deck that I want to play for the remainder of my budget league. It's pretty sick. It uses this new card, called Colossal Hammer. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
It's frozen for me. I need a refresh.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's a 1 mana equipment card with equip 8, and it gives you +10/+10, and that creature loses flying.
Wait, what are we talking about now? Are we talking about the same game?
Yeah, no. Not, well, I'm talking about this. You mentioned playing Magic earlier, so I said that.
What is
From
this
my,
card? +10/+10 flying?
no, +10/+10, and the creature loses flying because the hammer is so
Loses
big.
flying. Oh hell yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
and
That's a sick flavor.
it's equip 8.
All right, you know what? I'm down.
Yeah. So I'm running a meme deck
With giant hammer.
with the giant hammer, but just using cards that equip the hammer for free and double strike.
Can't fly though, so I mean.
I mean, whatever. You just smash them.
I mean, but then like any squirrel, like you just get blocked by a squirrel. So we see a Mark of Shame get played
It's
on
fine.
Atsunami, potatoing another giant 5-drop Phoenix character.
Ugh.
She's Void Ring is being attacked. I believe this is the Cunning Magistrate. Yep. Looks like he didn't block and he gets voided. Like I just don't know why he's buying these characters with no fate. Like he's just hemorrhaging fate so badly now. Like Scorpion has such an insane board because the Scorpion has been 3-fating all his characters.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the things that maybe is going through the Phoenix player's mind is that, okay, well, he's desperately attached to these libraries and this ancestral shrine, right? So now he feels like he has to buy something because of the fact that he's only seeing 2 characters per turn. But if that's his issue, then he should just go ahead and pitch both of these 2 holdings so you can actually see more characters.
Looks like
Yeah, chat saying deck was awkward because if you don't get a body, you probably won't get a military conflict. Yeah, I mean, but
I mean
at
he's
the
just
same
not
time,
he's not mulliganing. Like I've played this deck a lot. He's just not mulliganing properly, and he's not buying his small characters with enough fate. Like he bought them, he's buying them, but then he's not mulliganing for more because they're just gonna get assassinated, which they
yeah,
have been. But now 2 assassinations have been played. You need to be buying your small bodies with 2-3 fate now.
yeah. So exactly. So like, the big problem with this deck also is that there are going to be a lot of large characters that you see in your dynasty because of the fact that you have to have targets for your bird, right? But the again, yeah. So the problem is that because he hasn't been pitching this library or this shrine, he's only seeing 2 characters a turn. So just variance is just screwing him over right now. All right, so we see a 4 Bears Echoes to bring a noble guy.
Sure. HMD flips over another keeper.
Okay. Which ring is this? This is
Water.
water. Okay. This is water on defense. Okay.
Yeah. But like it's military, I believe, so Nobukai doesn't do anything against favor.
Yeah, this is a strange decision here. At this point, you just need to let it go.
I mean, he could also just buy Satori with 2 fate, right? He's got 6. He could just buy Satori 2 fate and break it if he really wanted to.
Yeah. So
I'm surprised he didn't like activate Bayushi's Whispers earlier, or like there's just like a way to stop Forebears Echoes from being played
yeah,
ever.
but at the same time, I guess like if he doesn't have good forebearers targets, then why do you really care? In this situation, he's still winning the conflict, right? I think Azunami has 3 glory. But presumably there's something else that the Phoenix player has. Oh no, he doesn't. So Water Ring is going to get claimed. This Azunami is still standing. It broke? What? Oh, he bought the Satori, okay. It's just like
Yeah.
in like his
It's off to
discard
the
side.
side, so it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kind of hard to see.
Okay, it looked like it. Yeah,
He bought it with one. He bought it with 1 fate. I don't know what this one extra fate is gonna do for him. Uh, he's got the water ring. He should just bow this Hazunami. Is he just like not resolving these water rings? I'm like really
yeah.
confused.
Oh,
Oh, and maybe he stood the cunning magistrate.
okay, yeah. I guess he stood the Cunning
I think he
Magistrate.
stood the cunning
Yeah,
magistrate.
yeah. Did Azunami? Okay, so Azunami just didn't attack. Okay, or didn't defend rather. Yeah, one thing to note, for future reference for people also, uh, this game obviously does take up a lot of playmat space, but if there's a way to clearly distinguish who's attacking and who's already bowed out or who's not attacking, you want to try to do that as much as possible, just for just to maintain a clean board state. That way, there's no confusion. Alright, so we're gonna see walking the way, and it finds. It finds a depth of the ways and pitches a ethereal dreamer. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, because like there would be times where like within the context of your own game, sometimes you'll understand what's going on, but you know, some people just like put stuff wherever they want, and it gets confusing, especially when conflicts drag on for a long period of time. And so for your own sake, you want to try to make sure that you keep anything that you can control in as clean a state as possible, so that way it's clear what is going on, and you don't get confused in the process.
Yeah. So he does mulligan the shrine, but keeps the library.
Okay.
The prodigy. No, add up the ways.
Yeah.
He
I
kept the
think
Ugina also. I don't know why he kept that. Like,
because he's gonna buy it.
yeah. So what we're seeing right now, the way he's playing the Phoenix deck is just not how it's not the most efficient way to play this deck. The reason the Phoenix deck is so powerful is because you spend a small amount of fate and you build these boards out of few resources spent. The Phoenix player has spent a lot of resources and has no board every single turn because again we see 1 fate put on his Regina.
Yeah, and so one thing to note about the Phoenix Conflict deck is that it is very expensive, right? There's a lot of 1-cost cards, a lot of 2-cost cards, and that's really your money makers right there. Those cards, all the ones that cost money are going to be very, very powerful for you. So you want to make sure that you always have enough fate to play those cards specifically. And again, yeah, like you said, you do that by having the cheap guys out and not spending money on big guys. We see some fingers being pointed at Eugenia right now. But it looks like it amounted to nothing. So I don't currently have time in the round, but I guess just judging by timestamps. Let's see. There should be about, I want to say, 5 to 10 minutes left in this round. And so just based on tiebreakers right now, it is Scorpion will be winning. They both have 1 break each. Scorpion currently has more honor, and Scorpion has the favor. Alright, so right now, first player belongs to the Phoenix player. Fate on rings right now is on air and fire. Both decent targets.
Yeah, both have 1 fate. Looks like the fate's finally been cleared. Are we going air again? Is this my boy? Just hammering air? I
No,
like
he's
it.
not because it has Fate on it, right?
Oh right, yeah, right. This is like that Joe game, right? Where fate on rings is lava.
It was just, the Fate is lava.
Yeah. Oh my god, some of the best Knicks memes for sure.
Alright, so he's going water right now. I guess it's fine. Right now, there's 2 targets that are fateless, being the Cunning Magistrate and Satori. But he's gonna block with Satori. Yuona actually really sucks currently, because there's only 1 non-unique character. Okay, so he just gives up the water ring. That was bizarre. Aaron on Templar, I don't know how many cards there are in hand currently. Both players
Looks
sort
like
of,
the Phoenix player has like 6.
yeah,
I think
something like that. They should be both.
I think the Scorpion player is similar in terms of cards in hand, but they have Hidden Moon Dojo, so
Yeah, they've
they've
been drawing 1
just-
pretty much this entire time, both players. So,
yeah, he had a liar. Like no one's been winning Earth Rings because no one's been attacking. It's really weird. This game's been really weird.
yeah. So that water ring, effectively did nothing, right? So if he was gonna poke with the water ring, then I think he should have gone for one of the ones with Fate. So the water ring, even denying the water ring in that situation, right, didn't really amount to anything because he, I guess it forces a blocker, but that's sort of the same thing as, just defending and winning the ring. So.
I'll be right back. I need to go grab some lotion. My arm is
Okay.
real itchy. Oh,
All right, so we're gonna see Bayushi's Whisper now, going to be making an attack here, and I don't know which ring is gonna be selected right now. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 cards roughly in the Scorpion player's hand. Scorpion trying to decide right now between air and fire. Both are pretty valuable. I think air might be more valuable at this point because we're starting to get close to breakers and honor's pretty close. So you want to try to establish as much of a lead as possible, just to keep yourself in safe grounds. Ooh, meditations is found. Not great in this situation because this Bayushi Whisperer has a fate on it. So this thing's gonna lose its fate. I don't believe he's actually used the whispers yet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-ish cards roughly in the Phoenix's hand. Alright, so here's the Whisper's effect, so we actually get to see stuff. Oh, maybe he didn't have that many cards. Maybe I was just miscounting, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has the Tadaka. He has... Is that Benton's Touch? It looks like it. Okay, so this is actually just Brad Eamon's deck. So unfortunately, because we don't have sound, we're not going to know what actually got named, so... Yeah, definitely looking like Brad Eamon's build. That Benton's Touch and the Azunamis, and the Nubukai, also, were all things that I saw in the finals game when Brad was playing. And also cards that other Phoenixes were averse to including. Alright, so we're seeing a Benton's Touch here. And... was that a scoop? Okay, yeah, that's a scoop. Okay, so it was time.
Alright, I'm back. Looks
Okay.
like the game's over.
Yeah, they hit time and the Phoenix scooped.
Okay, not not how I saw the game going.
Yeah, so I think, you know, if we want to go back and look at what exactly caused the Phoenix to get in this situation. So, I mean, just on tiebreakers, the Scorpion was winning already. So he was about to break that province, for one. And then also, he was up on honor and he was up on favor. So he had the breakers pretty handily at that point. But what caused the Phoenix player to get in that situation? I think it's exactly what we were talking about earlier with
Well, they just spent a lot of fate and never built a board.
Right, exactly. So everything that he bought, right? So it was all usually just like one big body.
He was literally buying. He bought every single character with one fate. I don't think he's put more than one fate on a single character.
Yeah, and so there were just a lot of void rings. I think we only saw one fate worse than death, but that was on a Satoshi.
Yeah, it was on a Satoshi.
With one fate. So,
yeah, I mean, you just like can't win games if you if you don't put fate on your characters.
Yeah, so just something to be wary of. You know, obviously Scorpion much less of a presence than it used to be, but fate worse than death is still something that you need to play around. So one of you know, back in the day, there were a lot of people who were just two fading things, one fading things, and it was fine. But one of the lessons that was learned when
it wasn't really fine. People were just bad. People were just bad.
Correct. Yeah, it was fine at the time because no one was punishing it. But then fate worse than death happened, and people realized that okay, maybe I actually need to put more than just one fate on my characters.
No, I think that's wrong. Also, like I think it was just wrong the whole time. It has nothing to do with being punished. Like, there's no if you one fate your character, you're punished by meditations on the Dao. You're punished by void ring. If you put two fate, you're punished by void ring plus meditations on the Dao. Like, you should just be like, it was just wrong.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely wrong. But this is one of the things that made people realize this is okay. Maybe we're playing this incorrectly.
Yeah, I guess. Other than except for Micah, Micah is just the smartest of us all.
Yeah, Michael was always ahead of the curve. Yeah,
Alright.
so I like this little craft kit also that the Scorpion player has. It's very handy. It looks like for holding all of his tokens.
Oh, on the side, yeah, it's like for fishing, right?
Um, I guess you could use it for fishing. I mean, it's a multi-purpose box with compartments. Probably a little too small of compartments for fishing, but there are many things in fishing that you could fit in there. So like hooks and weights and stuff like that can fit in there pretty easily. Yeah, basically the point was that the way that we were playing the game early on was incorrect. Aerodon Templar, and I think people realized that, and now uh, we're smarter and we play the game better.
Yeah, I mean, as it turns out, if you put more fate on your characters, they last longer, and the longer your characters last, the better chances you have to win.
Yeah. So
It's a
looks
pretty
like
novel
break time
concept.
before the next round. I think it seems like they've just been giving players like 10, 15 minutes between each round. So if you need to heal your arm some more, then go ahead and do that.
Oh, it's
Tackle.
just I just had to lotion it because I just got it
Okay.
tattooed again because I just got color put in.
Yeah. Uh,
Nice and fresh and itchy.
tackle boxes come in many sizes. Yeah, they do. And tackle itself comes in many sizes. So I guess you can really use anything. You can use whatever you want, but uh, the thing that he had looked particularly good for stuff like crafts and maybe not specifically for fishing, but it looks good for tokens. So I need to get me one. All right. So Merlin right now saying 5 minutes of extended time remaining, and then we'll move into round 5 afterwards.
Cool. We're just gonna hang out here and chill in the space,
Yeah,
or
I mean I have a drink, so
yeah, all right, yeah,
I'm good.
I just went and got a beer, so I also got your the brownie that you left here.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean you can eat it if you want. I'm obviously not gonna really
I'm
eat it.
eating it right now, so
Oh, sick. Okay.
obviously eating it right now.
Yeah, I mean like that whole last weekend I just ate so much food, and then there was just food
It wasn't like
everywhere.
too bad because we didn't eat junk food the whole time because we had the
Yeah,
home cooked meal, and even like the food trucks weren't that bad.
yeah. There were nice like healthy-ish choices. So
Yeah, exactly. And then that's what we're gonna do at Worlds. We're not gonna eat at Joe Sensors every single day.
no, absolutely not.
We're gonna go somewhere else and eat, and then we can come back to the Sensors to drink. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm
But
totally fine with that.
I'm not eating at Sensors.
I only ate at Sensors one time, and I don't even remember why. Oh no, it was because that was the night that y'all went to the steakhouse, and so I had wanted to go to the steakhouse, but I
Oh,
didn't
gotcha.
know. I think everyone was just taking a long time, and me, Alex, and Merlin were hungry, so we went to go eat. Oh no! Also the LSU game was that night too.
The
Sorry, my
what
fault.
was?
LSU game.
Oh, the LSU game.
Yeah, and LSU got stomped by Alabama, so it wasn't even
Nice.
worth it in the end.
Excellent.
But yeah. For those of you who are still tuning in right now, and if you need some tips for tournaments, obviously junk food is bad for you, right? It's delicious, it's great, and I love eating junk food. But if you're gonna be traveling out somewhere, you can do your body a little bit better. You can do your stomach a little bit better too. Just all it takes is just a simple Google search, and go on Yelp, go on Urban Spoon, any of Zomato, any of those apps, and just look up some good places to eat. It's very easy in these times to find a local place that will have delicious food. So take some time and go treat yourself right after a Kotei or during a Kotei. Looks like we have Simkoff in the chat. What's going on, Ben?
Yeah, our boy Ben.
Nice to see you tuning in. Saying Roy is a super good player. Yeah, I mean he played pretty well in that match.
Was some interesting. Both players had some interesting decks choices or deck card choices for
Yeah.
decks, but
Well, yeah. So the Phoenix one was definitely just Brad. It looked very much like Brad's build, which, as we noted at Gen Con, was interesting.
I mean, it was just like it didn't matter like that his deck was like slightly suboptimal because you just didn't have to worry about it. You just did other things.
Correct. Yeah, Ben said didn't watch the match. Just remember him at previous tournaments. He is always a contender. Well, that's good. Looks like he's doing some contending at this Kotei, so that'll put him. That's gonna put him at 4-0, which means one more match and he's gonna be in top cut for tomorrow. I do believe that since this is a normal Kotei, FFG has determined that you fill into top 8 no matter what going forward.
Yeah, that was a changed after.
Yeah, after Kevin got
Denver.
excluded as Bubble Boy.
Yeah, get fucked. Yep, Kevin got owned.
But yeah. I think anybody tuning in here who will be going to Worlds, that'll be probably the next time you see me. I will not be going to Nova. There's a weird beep. Oh no, that's my push to talk noise. Sorry. Well, let me turn it off. I always forget that I have that on, but it's for my own purposes. All right, I have no idea how to actually turn it off.
It's in. So you click your gear, user settings, voice and video, and then it's input mode, voice activity, push talk.
Well, yeah, but I want to leave push to talk on, but I don't want to have the noise. Is what I'm trying to fix.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that part.
You can go to user settings, notifications, and then there's sounds. One of these might be able to do it for you. Outgoing ring.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, got it. Cool.
Sure. Cool.
Yeah, I like this little splash screen that y'all have for the rollers now. This is pretty cool. I believe the samurai is new. I don't think y'all had a
Yeah,
samurai
it looks like.
beforehand. I think you just had bowling pins. But the samurai's a nice touch. I like it. It's very back alley bowling alley. I'm trying to figure out what is going on by his leg. Is that supposed to be like nunchucks? I don't know. I don't know what that part is. Toridori's brother did it. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, shout
That's
outs
pretty sweet.
to brother Perry.
Yeah, brother Bert, or sorry, Bert's brother.
Shout outs to Bert also. I saw on Facebook
Nope,
that he's doing
nope,
well.
no. Yeah, I love Bert, and I'm glad he's doing well, but no shoutouts to Bert.
Okay. Well, I'm encouraging him because it looks like he's at a poker tournament right now and he's doing well at the poker
Oh,
tournament.
is he?
So,
All right. If that's the case, then I
so
wish him all the
yes,
best with that.
I wish him well at the poker tournament. I don't wish him well, in other endeavors because he abandoned me, like the scumbag he is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I am really curious as to what this little trail is by his leg. My guess is that it is probably like maybe just like leftover pixels that were not fully erased whenever he was erasing the background. But I like my original impression that this is a nunchuck that is swinging to the side while he's walking. It's a kunai with chain.
What is this?
Kunai with chain.
A pretty great clip from yeah.
Oh, nice. The countdown went from 3 minutes to 3-ish minutes. That's how time works
Three
in Australia.
3-ish minutes. Okay.
But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Lotus Pavilion. Let me see if I can throw it up over here. Probably not. I don't want to mess with that right now. But I'll look at it. I'll look at it myself. I'll link it in the chat, and we can look at it that way. All right. So current standings. Looks like the last round is officially over, and we had 3 undefeateds right now. It's going to be Roy Lai, Hamoon, Iramanesh, and James O'Doherty. So 2 Scorpions and 1 Phoenix. And so it looks like Roy's going to be back on stream again. So Roy Lai, and it'll probably be against Hamoon. So let me go ahead and fix the overlay, my fancy overlay.
Is this Scorpion versus Phoenix again?
I think it's going to be a Scorpion Mirror.
Oh, awesome. Sure love Scorpion mirrors. At least at least Roy is playing weird cards, so it'll be cool.
I think this is correct. Oh, we got some luxury playstyle.
Oh yeah, first luxury playstyle first player token. Use promo code MDLux at luxuryplaystyle.com for all of your luxury.
Yeah, Merlin provided me now with the oh, this is the last round. Okay. Wait. Okay, second to last round. Never mind. I was like, yeah, they're only doing 5 rounds. But no, they are in fact doing 6 rounds. And yeah, this will be in fact the Hatamoto match to determine who gets Scorpion Hatamoto.
Oh, that's true.
So while the players are setting up, just going through some of the other standings right now. There's a smattering of players. There's 12 players, or let's see, 9 other players who are at 3-1 right now. Seeing several lions, a couple lions, a phoenix, some dragons, no cranes or crabs. Oh no, one crane. The crabs are all dead.
Interesting.
Yes.
I will say the current version of Crab is not the easiest deck in the world to play after watching Jared do it at Gen Con weekend.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of preparation that goes into playing that deck.
It's a lot of nuance. You really need to be practiced on that deck.
Yeah, so it's very easy to mess up. I think it's not, contrary to popular belief, it's not as just brain dead as you would probably imagine it to be. I run tomato and then now I'm just gonna loop you. You don't always have the loop available, and so when you don't, you have to, expertly calculate how much fate you need to spend and how much fate you're going to generate and really project into the future.
Yeah, basically.
Like the dragon sleeves. This person seems to be a man after your own heart. He's got dragons on his sleeves.
His dragon sleeves are wrong because they're not matte.
Oh, are yours matte?
Yeah, the ones that I always use mattes.
Okay.
The ones that I was using are the only matte versions of the Dragon Shield arts.
Okay, yeah, that's why I figured since it had printed art on there it wasn't matte, but it's cool that they are.
Yeah, way better than not matte, basically.
Yeah, not the biggest fan myself of the glossy ones. Looks like
they just like get really like after like a tournament they just get really bad.
Yeah, they get gross. I don't know what happens.
Real grimy.
And it's like, fortunately, my hands don't sweat that much, but I know other people's hands sweat a lot, and it catches on stuff like this. So first player belongs to Hamoon. Yeah, just looking through. Ooh, we have. Let's see. While they're doing all this setup stuff, I'm still looking at the Kotei standings. One of the lines is Keeper of Earth, and the other one is Seeker of Air. We don't have the Stronghold listed, but could be one of my HMT brothers. Do we know their splashes? So we know that Roy is on Crane Splash. I do not know. Oops, sorry, I need to fix this. Sorry, too. I do not know what a Hamoon Splash is. Both are Shiro Sorry. I don't know what that means.
I also don't know what that means.
Crane probably the most popular right now. Yeah, that's probably true. Crane.
Phoenix is pretty popular right now.
Yeah. What's that?
I said Phoenix is pretty popular at the moment. Some might say.
For splashes?
Oh, you mean for splashes?
Yeah,
sorry.
No. For splashes, Crane's probably the most popular just because of winning at Kotei. So, I think beforehand there were a lot of people who were playing Display of Power, but nowadays people are I've seen way more people playing the Crane Splash.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
All right, I can't tell. So we can see these Meowth coins a little closer up now. I can't tell what these fate tokens are for Hamoon. They kind of look like
I've seen these before. They're from an Etsy shop.
okay.
The fate and honor tokens he has.
They kind of look like communion wafers. Oh, both the lions are Yojin Oshiro. Okay, I see. I see.
Yeah, like
That's what he was saying.
You're the only maniac who's playing.
I probably am. There's more of me out there, right? So I know that I have some Kool-Aid drinkers, but yeah, it's probably just me. All right, so we see a liar and a illusionist come out for each player. Looks like based on fate totals, no one's passed yet. I think Roy's probably trying to decide. Oh no! I think man. The one problem with the way he has his fate is that he has it all stacked together, so it all kind of blends into like one little charcuterie plate.
Looks like he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, City of Lies and Whisper is there. Maybe they're playing the same deck.
I could see that.
Yeah, Jasper saying he hit Lion HMT at round one in Gen Con. Yeah, there was one other person. I think one other Lion that I'm aware of at least playing HMT at Gen Con. I think it was Ryan Romans. So if that's who you played round one, then that's the other person. Phoenix Splash for Hamoon. Okay. I'll update that as well. Okay, yeah. I see. I'm not even looking at the screen. I can see the orange at the corner of my eye. Yeah, what's up, AJ? I'm doing a restream right now for the Australian Kotei. They don't actually have audio there, so they asked for somebody to restream, so I'm restreaming.
Hell yeah.
Mostly, I'm just like super wired right now. I was watching the Saints preseason game. Yeah, this is first turn right now. Illusionist is a bit awkward here. Yeah, he also just didn't have anything else to buy. So I guess that's why he decided to buy the Illusionist. Like we said before, right? So generally, if you don't have a good option to buy, you might as well just go ahead and pass. But
Yeah. Like he just buys these solutions because he feels obligated to buy it,
right,
and then wins a military conflict.
it's
I'm just like
military
really.
Earth.
What'd you say?
Yeah, military Earth. It was.
I guess like the illusionist is paying for itself then. Like if he first player?
Yeah, he was first player.
All right, if he's first player, I don't hate the illusionist by as much because you then still get passing fate and you can do an attack.
Both of these are
But
City
like,
of the Open Hand. Yes.
yeah, I don't believe any Kyuden Bayushi is. Splash right now.
Yeah. So the illusionist actually turned out to work pretty well.
It's kind of hard to be Kyuden Bayushi at the moment. Like especially with Crane being as popular as they are, that matchup's so bad for Kyuden Bayushi.
Yeah, and meanwhile, the matchup for City of the Open Hand is super good for Crane.
I wouldn't say it's super good. It's definitely favored.
Yeah,
like,
it's favored. Yeah, or
like
at least relative to Kyuden Bayushi.
oh yeah, agreed.
Kyuden Bayushi is more fun. Yeah, that's fun. Winning is also fun too, right? So it just depends on what you value more.
Buys a Cunning Magistrate with 2 Fate for some reason.
Okay. He bought it at home. Oh, he had Upholding Authority. Okay.
I guess he has an extra one in his hand. I don't know. Cunning Magistrate is like really medium in this matchup. Like I feel like your own guys get magistrated also.
Yeah. So he just got
So he
display
just-
powered.
Why did he play 2?
Kikuyo.
I love this tournament already. That looks like a Fate worse than Death. Okay. Is that 2 Fate worse than Death? Jesus.
Yes, it's 2 favorites. Yeah, he did 2 Cunning Magistrates, so he has Duty in hand also. I think you have to just. Man, I don't even know. There's a Censured too. Yeah, 2 Fate worse than Death is fine. That's a lot of value. So
I think that's the correct thing. It's 2 threats. You might as well get them out of the way. Man, Kikuyo busted.
yeah, and so this is what we were talking about, right? Where like you just have Kikuyo on all these decks now because you want to counter Phoenix, but then randomly you're just gonna go ahead and and screw over other people who happen to have spells in their deck. That was the air ring.
The display of power of Scorpion should have 2 Fate. It looks like he has 3. He goes from 7 to 5 to play the Illusionist, passes to 6, and then plays 2 displays down to 2.
Correct.
It looks like he has 3 Fate, but I'm just really confused.
Yeah, I can't really tell what.
Like, doesn't that look like 3 to you?
It looks like 3. I'm assuming I think it is 3. I just don't know where he would have got the other fate from.
Oh, City of Lies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I always forget that card has text.
Yeah, it's just it's so far away from my head right now. I'm not really paying attention to it. Not sure if you agree with the DOP for air. I mean, you might as well just go ahead and do it now and just go ahead and lower the honor pool while you can.
It is pretty aggressive. It's a lot of Fate spent.
Yeah.
But I guess your opponent just threw 5 down for Cunning Magistrate.
Yeah, I think if after I got Kikuyo'd, I would have just let it rock. It's a lot.
After your first one got countered, you're like, I have a second one.
It was like a moment of like indignation whenever that happens, where you're like, oh well.
I guess
you're
you
gonna
might as
counter
well,
me
right?
on-
Because if he draws like another Kikuyo, you just get ultra destroyed.
Yeah.
Because like if he has one in play, he can't do it again.
So what else is this deck splash? It's only display
Seeker of
power, right?
Knowledge. No, it's 3 display of powers, which is only 9.
Right.
And then you can so Seeker of Knowledge is a common one because it gives you more air rings. And then I have seen a non-zero number of all and nothing,
Yeah, I think
which allows you to resolve a different ring effect when you would resolve the void ring. I personally don't think that card is very good. It does cantrip, but it's also not very good. So there's that.
Did he double display? Yep, he double displayed.
Yeah, he displayed and then got Kikuyo'd. Storm is definitely delivering on the Kikuyo factor. Like the Kukuyos, the Phoenix player got Kukuyo twice, and it didn't even like. That's not even close to the reason he lost.
Yeah. So PSA: Scorpion, stop running Kikuyo. No one wants to see that card. Oops, that wasn't. No, no. Okay.
It's not Jasper. You can literally play all three of your display of powers if your opponent wins on an unopposed ring.
Yep. Kikuyo is once per conflict because she's unique.
I mean, she's unique. That's the reason.
Yeah.
But like, if she entered play and somehow immediately was discarded, you could technically play a second one. We see favorite niece, the best card in the mirror.
He's only gonna put one fate on it though.
Yeah, I would be putting more fate on this favorite niece, like 2 or 3 fate.
I mean, look, like you have nothing else to spend fate on right now, right? So, like you flopped all holdings, so you might as well just go ahead and slap some more fate on her. Unless I think right now you're sort of telegraphing that you have maybe a fate worse than death in hand.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably just eat the one more turn and then set up myself for the turn after, with niece cycling through my way of the scorpions and stuff.
Single clarity
Like,
isn't uncommon. Yeah, single clarity I think is also okay.
it's like not uncommon, but like I don't think it's as good as Seeker of Knowledge. I think I would rather just play 2 Seeker of Knowledges, and then the last influence tends to be all or nothing. If you want to play all 13.
Yeah, I was playing Seeker Knowledge yesterday in my Lion Splash. That card is
Yeah,
sick.
Seeker of Knowledge is sick.
Is a courtier and a Shiga? That's awesome.
Yeah.
And like the air ring effect gives it like such weird random synergy with so much stuff.
Also, sometimes instead of you just don't want to resolve a bad ring, so you're just like, I'll gain 2 on her.
Yeah. Alright, so we see a political void conflict going to Revels, which bows the Cunning Magistrate. There's a rare moment where Scorpion actually gets something bowed by Cunning Magistrate, but I guess if it's a mirror, you're both gonna have equivalently low stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so we see City Lies.
So, who has favor? No one got favor.
No one got favor last turn. Yeah, it was tied.
We see a third display of power. Get him with the Kukuyo, please, please.
Oh my god, he's thumbing through. Ooh!
I've never won in anything more in my life right now.
Oh no, he doesn't have it.
That's so tough.
Yeah, we know that he at least has 2. We saw 2 last game. Okay, so display of power, losing on or whatever. But now you voided this Cunning Magistrate after he got bowed too. So this Cunning Magistrate just got wrecked.
Oh, nice. The rollers put up a timer.
Nice, thank you, Merlin.
Thanks, Merlin.
Kiriko to bow this favorite niece.
That's pretty sick, actually.
And Roy's deck is just full of spice. I like it.
So we know he has another Cunning Magistrate if he wants to play a character for another attack. I would consider doing so and attacking Earth. So you play Cunning Magistrate with 3 Fate, and then you attack Earth.
Yeah, you know at this point all the display powers are gone, so you're free to attack whatever ring you feel like.
Yeah, you just put a bunch of Fate on it, so if it eats a Fate worse than death, you don't care.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, he does exactly what I said. 3 Fate. This way, if you get Fate worse than death, you still have 1 Fate on him next turn, and you forced action out of your opponent.
Yeah.
Oh, we only did 2 though. See, this means Fate worse than death clears them in a turn. You should do the ring that has Fate, either has Fate or you should do Earth. Doing the ring that has Fate guarantees you favor because it's water. You can then stand your other Cunning Magistrate or your Alibi Artist.
Yeah. Hamoon right now is scrolling through his hand. It does look like he does have at least 1 Fate worse than death.
He has a Fate worse than death in his hand. I have definitely seen him have 1.
I think I saw Kachiko also. but he can't afford that right now. So yeah, military Earth. Hit Shameful. That's pretty sick. Yeah, so there's the Fate Worse than Death. It's gonna blast this Cunning Magistrate, and it will be dishonored. Okay, yeah, Hamun pointing out that needs to be dishonored. Using these hexagonal tokens, looks like.
They're squares, right? Just squares.
That looks like a hexagon.
Looks like a square to me. We're talking about? We're talking about Hamoons
Yeah,
in
the
the top
dishonor
left.
token. Yeah,
Oh, dishonor token. Or are you talking about his honor token?
the dishonor token.
Oh, yeah, all right, that could be a hexagon. Yeah, that's definitely a hexagon. A black hexagon.
All right. So meanwhile, honor check right now. I think both players are at 7 honor. Wonder what they bid here. Probably still 5. I don't think you're overly concerned. Ooh, palace flip, the double palace flip stick. But Hamun flipped all holdings. So looks like he's just gonna pass first as first player. I think he's first player. I think he just hasn't turned the token over yet.
Yeah, so that's why I passed the token.
Yeah.
Okay, he flipped it over. So like that's why if I ever play somebody and they want to use their own token, I'll just put mine away because I get really confused when players are like flipping it over. It's just easier to pass it to me.
Yeah, 4 holdings, but we know that he has a Kachiko in his hand, so he has options to play if he needs to play a character. Plus, the niece can also cycle out some stuff and maybe find him a different conflict character, a cheaper one.
Well, what if he gets Kyrie code again?
I mean, that's fine. He'll just niece again. it's
Let's see. No one got favor again, right? Oh no, Hamoon got favor. Okay, from the display. All right, so if he wants to attack, he has to go for hunting for a new province because the province available to him is secret cache.
Yeah, and there's a palace on top of it too. So
There's a ring missing. They have to put the void ring back. I hope they remember. Otherwise, we'll suddenly be playing Legend of the Four Ring.
yeah. Ooh, looks like we had a 5-1.
Yeah, it looks like Hamoon. Oh, does he just have 3 backhand? No, he knows he has duty. Oh, but he has censure.
Oh, sick! Is this game over already?
This would be amazing.
Oh, he's stacking them on top of each other too. That's sick. I like that. Monstacado.
Play Monster Cardo. Berserker Soul. Those are a great Yu-Gi-Oh meme. I mean, he very clearly has the third one, right? Like he's not doing this for no reason.
I think.
Wait. Roy needs to box. Roy can gain 1 with his box.
Does he see it? Maybe he's just freaking out.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. He figured it out. All right, he got the void ring back.
Okay, so no death yet, but death is imminent.
Did we figure out what Roy's? Oh, Roy's playing Crane Splash. I remember.
Yeah, He is a
So
voice in
Sylveon Reproach
SPR.
should be pretty cool.
Yeah, SPR would be sick here. You would have to burn. No, I don't think you burn the Sentry here. To cancel it.
You might though, because it turns on Voice of Honor.
Oh yeah, that's
But
true.
if you have Mark of Shame, you
Yeah.
don't
And
obviously
so
don't
there
have
it
to.
is. We see it in his hand. SPR is gonna come out. I mean, if he has multiple Sentries, and yeah, by all means, he can just go ahead and
There's
bring
a
one now.
Sentry.
Yeah, there's one. Looks like they have the full arts over there. So.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Australia's not that bad on kits. They just obviously weren't getting that many events earlier in the year.
All right. So what kind of conflict is this? This is
Looks like it's a military air.
Okay.
Probably, could be political because the core games just got pulled to the front.
I see red tint from the ring, so I think it's military air.
All right, military it is. You see a 4 shame to bow the cunning magistrate. If he has a mark of shame, he could just make it so the niece like doesn't contribute. Does he has political favor? This is so awkward. Why I don't know why he didn't do his favor side for this conflict.
Because I think he just wanted to. He didn't want him to be of the court games.
Yeah, but presumably he can core games back, right? Like he has 2 niece activations and he has a storehouse that he's just not using.
Well, based on his hand, it looks like he doesn't.
He actually has a core games in his hand. I saw it.
Does he? Okay. All right. Well, there's the
Storehouse.
Yeah. Well, that was the marker shame first. So, way this. He
pitches.
Yeah.
He needs to wave the Scorpion. Really, really powerful effect to get rid of a card that is unplayable. Yeah, wave the Scorpion and calling in favors the cards that you're pitching.
Ooh, he plays his own cunning magistrate into the conflict now.
Interesting.
I think he just drew that.
Why did he do this?
So he can win the air ring.
Oh, right. I forgot. He didn't do his favor side. I remember now. Oh, is that a Maze of Scollusion?
Oh my god. Oh my god, it is.
My god.
Oh my god, it is.
Give him the skill him, boy. Skill game.
Game of skill.
He has a collector in his hand. He could play collector and then he could 4 shame. A lot of options available to Roy.
I can swim.
Wait, isn't I can swim in his hand?
Yeah, that doesn't do anything here, but
I mean, it could if you skill Maze of Scollusion.
sure. But if you Skillusion, then you already win, or you're already fine anyway. So
Yeah, that's fair.
oh, what
Look,
is
man,
this?
I really want Maze of Scollusion to be skillful.
Oh, he's doing it.
all right, real quick, Dan. You gotta go odds or evens. What are you guessing?
It's gotta be odd, right? Because it's 60% chance.
Oh man, fuck you for perpetuating 60%.
What did you pick? I can't tell because the honor dial is super small.
Oh, he got it!
He got
it! I love this game, man. So like, Hamoon is like, he just like didn't need to play those backhanded compliments in the way he.
Oh, he
did.
played another cutting magistrate.
Oh no. One thing Hamoon should have done actually is he should have done a bunch of actions in Dynasty. Because as soon as your opponent passes in Dynasty, you can play all your backhandeds, and your opponent can't box
Yeah.
because they already passed.
Another thing he should also do now is favorable out this Nice, so you can actually represent the threat of another attack afterwards.
Wait, the knee should be bowed. He has duty.
No, he censured it.
What?
He hasn't
Okay,
censored.
there we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, I didn't see the second one.
Yeah. Okay. So now he's actually dead.
Now he's actually dead. So Hamoon could have just won the game in Dynasty and not had to deal with all this stuff. All he had to do was he had a storehouse, a city of lies, and Nice. He just had a million actions he could have burned that Roy couldn't have dealt with. Roy would have had to like buy just buy a ton of characters. Because the moment you pass in Dynasty, you just get killed.
Oh yeah, right. Because he can't box there, right?
Yeah, because you've passed. Oh, I'm sorry. No. This
Oh
was
yeah,
after
no, yeah,
draw.
yeah, you're right. He had to wait for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Hobbit,
I
yeah.
forgot that this was the 5-1 turn. No, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I thought we started at these honor totals, but I remember now that this was a 5-1
Yeah,
turn.
misspoke.
But if it was the case, you can kill your opponent in Dynasty pretty easily as Scorpion. It's like really relevant in the mirror.
All right. Well, since this match is over, that means that Hamoon.
So Hamoon is going to be the only undefeated. I mean, he's going to get paired down next round.
Well, no. There's one other undefeated right now.
Oh, is there? Okay.
So it's another Phoenix player who got paired down, I think, against Lion. So it should be Scorpion versus Phoenix for the next round, if I'm not mistaken. Potentially, the Lion could win, and then all hell would break loose. But we won't know for a while because this match actually ended very quickly. Let me refresh my stream. Yeah, chat saying this match is outrageously draw dependent. It is very, very, very annoying.
Yeah, I mean it's a mirror. The mirror, every single mirror in every single game is always going to have higher variance.
Yeah, I mean this. So I mean, back when it was still Control Scorpion, I think that there was a lot more nuance to this matchup. But now that's more just hard dishonor. It's a little wackier. So that was the first result that was actually submitted. I mean, I got all these followers now. Shout out to my followers. I did not see them because my activity feed was closed. I feel like Scorpion is extra bad. Yeah.
I would not put Scorpion in. The worst mirrors for me right now. So the Mado mirror is just like the worst mirror for sure.
Yeah, the crab mirror has always been.
The crab mirror has always been terrible, and it's even worse now, which is hilarious because I didn't think it could be worse.
I think both of
I think the crane mirror is worse than this. Also, the crane mirror is horrible.
Yeah. The aggro mirrors tend to be kind of silly and dumb. I don't think that they're terrible because they just kind of end really fast.
Yeah, Scorpion's probably the third worst mirror then at the moment.
Asteroon, we are doing some Kotei stuff.
Hey, what's up? What's up, my boy? So did Glenn? Is Glenn playing this event?
Remedy did not play
Or
this
did
event.
he-
It looks like he decided to play Destiny instead.
Okay, he got his Destiny cards. Okay.
Yeah. Presumably they were simultaneous, and he had to choose between the two of them.
Yeah. He was planning on doing it already. And then it looks like he got his cards, so he was able to. Unfortunate. I would have loved to have seen Glenn play this event.
Yeah, mostly because he was planning on playing the Lion deck for this event.
He's gonna play, yeah, the Lion deck.
The Phoenix Splash one. So next match for stream. I don't know if they're gonna put Hamoon back on stream, but we have some time between now and then. So yeah, if you guys want to go, do something, take a break, whatever. Obviously, there's gonna be at least 35 more minutes before the next round. So use that time now. Go get some food. Go get a drink, or just go do whatever. I'll be around chilling. So anybody in chat who wants to talk and converse, I'll be around. Unless I say I'm gonna go do something else for a second. In which case, I will not be around. How was Big Easy? Heard we got a new person. Yeah, well, we did get a new person. I mean, he was like super new, right? So he had actually, Big Easy's been doing like this, like Facebook live stream where they just like talk about some like random games that are coming out and stuff like that. And so one guy had seen Eddie talk about L5R and he was interested, so he came by on Thursday to come demo the game. So he was a little overwhelmed, as most people tend to be whenever they first play L5R, but it looks like he wants to come back.
That's pretty sweet. Is this somebody I should know who they are?
No. Oh, which person? The one talking in chat, or the
No,
person?
I don't know. Big
The
Easy.
new person. Oh no, Big Easy's the name, one of the name of the stores I play at.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Is this one of your locals?
Yes.
Okay. This makes more sense now.
This is bad decisions on Jigoku.
Bad. I feel like I've played this person.
Most likely.
I've played a lot of people,
He
so.
says he's bad. Any thoughts on countering Charge Bird if it weren't getting rotated / nerfed?
I mean, it's really faction dependent.
Yeah, so Aerodon, I think you mentioned that you are a Phoenix player, right? So,
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Phoenix player, you just kind of have to play that deck because the the other deck sadly can't beat it. It's really unfortunate.
but otherwise, if you're not looking to play that specific deck, then and if you're open to playing other clans, I think Crane has a pretty reasonable matchup. Crab also.
Yeah,
has
Crane is a 50-50. Keeper Rare Scorpion is quite good against it.
Yeah.
Sadly, Dragon is quite good against it actually. Unicorn is actually fine against it. Obviously, there's a lot of that matchup's kind of volatile, but those are the matchups.
Yeah. And so like for the most part, I think like one of the things about the deck is that it's not that it is doing anything completely ridiculous that
it is, but like it's not any more ridiculous than some of the stuff we've
right.
had.
That's yeah, exactly. So it's still
the thing about this deck is you still get to play the game against it, whereas all the other like best decks, like you never. Oh, I guess except for Dragon, but like the old Phoenix decks where they just played Tadaka and you lost like that. That was just like not nearly as fun to play against. I don't know. It's a lot more interactive, is what I'll say.
Fury. I mean, Fury can work sometimes, but the problem is that like there's a lot of, you Fury one thing and then something else comes out, so like Charge or Echoes.
Yeah.
Plus, if it's a Shugenja, they can just restand it with Against the Waves.
Fury is I mean Fury is good against bird though, like the actual just the
Oh
bird
yeah, yeah.
itself.
Against if it's just the bird, then you're fine with using Fury. Speculations on what roles each clan will get. Um,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, I
We can
guess
start from the top, right? We just do
yeah.
alphabetical order.
So Crab,
I'm trying to think of what I've been hearing.
I
I
think
think
Crab wants
Keeper of
Keeper
Air.
Air. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what Jared was saying.
that's what I've heard the most though. Keeper of Air. Crane also Keeper of Air. Dragon, I think wants Seeker of Air.
Yeah, I think that is what is going to win. Keeper of Earth would also be acceptable.
For Lion, we're between Seeker of Earth and Keeper of Air. I think it's actually a pretty close race. So I don't know which one we're gonna get. Um, and then next would be alphabetically Scorpion.
Dragon, Lion, it's Phoenix, I
Oh,
believe.
Phoenix, yeah. So Phoenix is, I think, also
It's
Seeker of
either
Air.
Seeker of Earth or Seeker of Air. I'm not sure what's actually going to. I honestly don't care because I got tired of discussing it in Phoenix chat.
Yeah, it's one of those two.
One of those two for sure.
Scorpion, I have no idea what Scorpion
I
wants actually.
believe Scorpion is going for Seeker of Earth is what I heard.
Okay.
I could see them going back for a new keeper role because I think they're losing keeper of it. No, they're losing.
They're losing Seeker of Air.
I forgot they had that role.
And then Unicorn is either going for Keeper of Earth or Keeper of Air.
Yeah, I believe those are the two. Not keeper of fire, by the way.
Not Keeper of Fire, which is it's tickling to think about, but
It's wrong. It's wrong. So I'm just saying.
well, yeah, but
Uh,
I think they just want to try out some of these new cards though. So they want
yeah,
to try out
imagine if the
Echoes.
roles are just unlocked.
Oh man, imagine that, right?
Yeah.
What a wonderful world we would live in.
Yeah, what a time! What a world we live in.
All right, so Merlin reporting that this is next matchup. It will in fact be Phoenix versus Scorp, and I don't know which ones yet though. So we'll see.
Well, I mean, it's Hamoon for sure,
Yeah. Well.
and reasonably it would be James O'Doherty then.
Oh, the Lion won.
Oh, the Lion one. So the pair down.
Wait. Oh
So
no. Oh, I guess James had already got paired down against somebody else, not the Lion.
Oh, okay.
So let me just actually look at the pairings. James O'Doherty's playing against Conan Traynor. Cool name. Conan Traynor is another Phoenix. Okay. Jasper saying we would have no community involvement. Well, to make other stuff to be community involved. Do more story choices. Do more.
What for open roles? Yeah. There is that is such a bullshit cop out answer if you think that we need community involvement because of role choices.
Yeah.
You know what the community involvement for role choices is? Everyone yelling at each other because they want their role.
Yeah. Everybody. It
It's
literally
just-
just makes
it's-
everybody hate each other over an
Yeah.
aspect of the game, and a fundamental gameplay aspect of the game. I think if it's more lore based and lore driven, I think that's probably a better approach to take if you want people to be community driven, because that's there's like some like weird like RP aspects to that you can really play up, and it doesn't have a material impact on the game itself, or at least gameplay.
I mean, you could just give people small storyline decisions for Kotei's. Winning a Kotei gives you you get to pick one sentence in the next story. Like I think Kevin Ho gave me that suggestion, and I love that.
Yeah, I've been really
if that's what people
disappointed
want, do that.
with the story choices so far. They've been so few and far between. Yeah, they definitely. I think they could definitely play that up a little more. And so, one thing that they could possibly do is, just hire somebody to be like a part-time writer for these kind of things. And so,
No, they have a writer. That's why we're getting fiction now.
Well, yes, but it's for like bigger stuff, right? I'm talking about just for the smaller, minute choices. I think you can
No,
have-
so when you write your fiction, you write a multiple choice for X path, right? You just write you write some,
Yeah.
like you don't
Okay.
even have
Yeah.
to write like different stories. Like you just like give someone like for the Toturi story, right? Like you just give like how like how Toturi fights or whatever, right? Like you give like a one sentence discussion on like which how you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah.
And like it doesn't change the actual story; it just changes like how the fight turns out, right?
Right. And so yeah, and that can actually have like some deeper impacts in future
Like,
stories
oh,
too. So
here we go. Storyline decision would have been like, does fuck, what's the guy's name that the bodyguard that discovered it was Aramaro?
Ishikawa.
Yeah, yeah. The storyline decision is, does Ishikawa find the poison or not? Or find the dart, right? And then if he doesn't, you go one path, right? Like that'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. So small stuff like
Like
that.
like he could find out later from a different thing, but in that story he doesn't know yet,
Yeah.
right?
At the
Cool.
time, he doesn't know because, and
Because
and that can have more effects in later
yeah,
stories.
like maybe some Scorpion player wins it, right? And they don't want their clan to be found out quite yet. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah, but basically, Jasper, though, there's plenty of ways to fabricate this kind of involvement. But I don't think that things that affect the actual gameplay mechanics should be what the choices revolve around. All right, I'm just gonna assume that this other Phoenix player is gonna be on. Thingy.
Yeah, I played Goblins today in Modern. It was not very good, but I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's my goal in playing Magic is just to have fun with what I'm doing.
Goblin Ringleader is really fun to play again. I do like that card.
Astern saying would be yeah. So the story decisions would be cool. But just need a precaution to not give spoilers. Yeah, I mean I think
Yeah,
like
like
you can
oh
just
sorry,
have
go
the
ahead.
yeah you can just have the decision happen after the fiction comes out, right? And so like read the fiction and then at the end of the fiction, here's the choice that's going to be
Yeah,
decided on.
like for the Kotei winner, you preview them the fiction, right? Because they're the winner, right?
Yeah, or just have it be like so like have you ever like read any of those like choose your own adventure books like the Goosebumps ones or whatever?
Yeah, yeah. Are you
Yeah,
talking about
so
Hero Chat?
yeah, so have it be like that, where like you have a story chunk, and then at the end of the story chunk, it's like okay, now make your choice, and then based on what you choose, it goes to another branch. So just have whoever wins the Kotei be the person who chooses the next branch.
Oh my god, I feel so fucking smart. I just let political disaster into this guy's trade routes. Whew! Oh, I'm playing Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Political disaster is a. Do you understand? Do you know how plots work?
vaguely.
Okay, so you have your own deck called your plot deck. That each turn you flip a new plot to start the turn. Your plot affects your income, your cards, the maximum number of cards you can have at the end of the turn, and what your claim is, and it determines who goes first. Claim has to do
Okay.
with challenges. And anyways, they have abilities like when they're revealed also. So the plot that I revealed is called Political Disaster. It has an effect that is when it's revealed, each player chooses 2 locations, which are holdings, and they have to discard the rest. So my opponent is playing a location, more like a location faction, and so he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 locations to play on turn 2. And so I knew I was gonna flip PD, so I just didn't play any more locations, so I just kept my 2. So I killed 6 of his locations, and so he flipped a plot that when it's revealed, you gain 1 gold for each location in play. And so because my plot has a higher initiative, I killed all his locations
And so
before his.
he didn't get any gold.
Well, he got
Oh,
4
he got
because we
4.
each keep 2,
Yeah.
but he would instead of 4 he would have gotten 10, right?
Yeah. Right.
So it's just like I feel so fucking smart, basically.
Was your opponent playing Greyjoy?
Yeah. Yep. A lot of ships were killed in the disaster. I'm playing Stark. Greyjoy's busted right now though. Best faction in the game. They had a cool format that I was watching over in the UK called War. And so there's 8 teams, and each team has a team captain. And each captain is assigned, I believe each team started with $110 to auction themselves with. And so in like snake order, you each nominate a person from a roster or a faction. And
Okay.
so like I think the very first one was someone nominated Greyjoy as a faction. And so everyone on your team has to play the faction that team is there for. That's the whole war aspect. It's like, the War of the 8 Kingdoms or whatever, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
And so Greyjoy went up, and it's auction style. So it got sold for $39 of someone's entire budget. And you need to fill out 14 slots. So
Okay.
you need to budget your money, properly. Anyways, and then the cool thing is, because Game of Thrones has agendas and different ways to do it, each you can only have 2 players on your team play the same agenda. So your would be the equivalent to strongholds, basically, where they basically fundamentally change how your deck plays. So it's a really, really cool format, and the drafting aspect of it is really cool.
Yeah. I think
You just like can't do it in L5R because you just don't have a way to differentiate the players.
right. Yeah.
Like you need more strongholds before you could do it.
Yeah. Baltus was telling me about this format.
Yeah, yeah, it's super, super popular. There's kind of an issue with it, like in that it's a casual format, but also treated super competitively. So yeah, yeah, Jasper, it's the draft portion is an auction, and then you play normally afterwards. But like the highest player I believe went for $35, and he is a really insane deck builder also. So if you spend a lot of money on a good player who's also a good deck builder, he helps you out doubly because he can help all the other players figure out what agenda and deck to build. Because all of the easy mainstream things are, you don't need help with, but then for your last 3 agendas, you got to figure out what you're gonna play.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess you can sort of do that with like roles, in a way currently for L5R.
Oh
Like,
right, rolls.
yeah. So you can draft. You
Interesting.
can draft. You know. I guess every
I
player.
would still, yeah, I like that. I would still wait for each faction to have at least 2 strongholds. Then you can say each faction has to play half their team 1 stronghold, half their team the other one, right?
Yeah.
Like, so if you draft a 10-person team or whatever, you do 5 people have to play, we'll take Dragon for example. 5 people have to play Mountain Zanvil Castle, and then 5 people have to play Shirokatsuki, and then each of the Mountain Zanvil Castle people have to do 1 of 5 rolls, or 5 out of 10 rolls, right?
Yeah.
So 5 rolls won't be used, and then the other, same thing for. Oh, and then you could do the Shirokatsuki people have to use the other 5. Ooh, that's sick. That's actually like super super fun.
Yeah, that'd be really dope. I think actually. And then Unicorn
Yeah, I
can
mean,
just we just like not include GPO.
well, yeah, GPO just doesn't count, right?
Right.
All right, maybe I'll try and organize this after Worlds maybe. Uh, Anil's thoughts on Shiro Katsuki. It is a stronghold that has text on it that will likely never do anything useful. AKA, I think it sucks.
Yeah. I think
It's
from
cool though. It's cool,
yeah from a
but
flavor
I think
perspective,
I
it's really
honestly
cool.
I'm really annoyed with the Kitsuki theme being brought into the cycle. What I really wish had happened was the monk and duelist, like the monk and the weapons themes, were more fleshed out in the cycle. And then when the clan pack came out, you could have a true like monk faction, like you would have a lot more cards for the monks, right? And you know the clan pack is going to be about monks. Like it's just gonna that's just what is going to be it's about. And like you just added another theme when we didn't need one. We just already have too many half-ass themes at the moment, and Dragon is just sitting here really suffering from it. Like when the clan pack comes out and it's about monks, we just don't have that many monk cards that are playable right now in the current pool. And if you had just spent that time designing monk cards in this cycle, when the clan pack came out, you would have a cohesive deck. So that is my thoughts.
Yeah, it's sort of the same thing that's going on with Scorpions to a degree too, where like they just like don't aren't getting a full theme.
Yeah, the thing is the Scorpion core cards are so much better. Like Dragon's Dynasty characters are really good, but everybody has gotten good Dynasty characters now. Like everyone who wants to buy out a Dynasty has good Dynasty characters now or good Dynasty slots. Like I was playing against Crane the other day with Dragon, right? And I got killed by like 7 new cards, and I'm just like, where are my new cards? Yeah, but Scorpion has multiple playstyles, right? Like they've been able to break, they've been able to dishonor. Now they're on hard dishonor. Kyuden Bayushi is aggressive. Like Scorpion has a lot of playstyles. Dragon just has like no successful playstyles because they just don't have any new cards, and they've been nerfed 100,000 times. So yeah, we'll see. I'm super excited to try Justicar's approach. I think that card is super super cool. Yeah, Jasper. When Justicar's approach comes out, if we get Seeker of Error, I will be experimenting a lot with it. Not sure if it's good, but it looks sweet. And so we'll put a lot of time labbing Justicar's approach because that card is just really really cool. Uh, if we had open rolls, it would be even cooler. Justicar's approach is in pack 3 as turn. The next pack, Justice for Satsume.
Which should be out relatively soon. I think in the next
Yeah, I just
couple
got
weeks.
the so I pre-ordered it from Fantasy Flight. Normally I would support my local store. However,
Oh, you want
Eric's no, Eric's girlfriend messaged me actually, and for his birthday she wanted the card backers because that's something Eric wanted, the province backers.
Okay.
However, it is not available in the in Europe to get the backers.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I pre-ordered it for her, and when I get it, I'll mail it to Holland. Pack 4 has Deisetsu, which I think is gonna be sweet.
Yeah, I did some playtesting with Daisetsu on Thursday.
How relevant was his ability?
Um, it was relevant sometimes. So
Okay.
like, I think in the matchups I played, it wasn't particularly relevant because like I just the like I think like one time I had to defend against like a Master Gisatoshi and I was like, okay, well, I can't cloud this.
Yeah, I can't blank
Yeah,
this, right? It's
well,
already
the
been
effect already
triggered.
happened at that point. The damage is done.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it kind of sucks. But I think
But he's
just
huge, right? Like
yeah,
if you just core games him, he's
you
huge.
court games him. He's a 6'7", and that's great. And he also has sincerity for some weird reason. But
Sincerity is the one when he dies, you draw a card.
yeah, so
Uh,
it's a nice
well,
little added bonus.
no, the reason is because it's flavor, right?
Yeah, it's all
So
flavor.
Satori has
Yeah,
pride, and then he has sincerity, right?
yeah. It is just it's weirdly
It's straight up flavor, right?
random
It has
idea.
no actual reason other than flavor.
But no, he's cool. I think that if you basically, I don't know that I would try to put him in a deck unless you wanted a courtier though.
Well, so in the dragon deck with Justicar's approach,
Yeah,
you
with
need to
just
put
cards approach, yeah,
Justicar's.
you want that.
Yeah, yeah,
And then in Lion, I wanted him because I was playing Regal Bearing, obviously. So
yeah. Well, you can do Satoshi, right?
I could do Satoshi. So that's another thing to
Are
consider.
you just not doing Satoshi in preemptive to something happening to him?
No, I just didn't use Satoshi at the time. I wanted to test Daisetsu. I know what Satoshi is gonna do in my deck, but I wanted to
Yeah,
test.
that's fair. That's fair.
I wanted to see how Daisetsu felt.
So the princes, like people are playing them in Scorpion. Like the thing about these cards is it's just a huge fate investment, and I'm more than happy if Scorpion is investing in a board, which means they're playing my game, and that's just not what has brought them success.
Yeah, I don't
So
understand.
I don't think Satori is bad in Scorpion. I don't think it's great though.
Well, I guess with Satori, like, so you can use him um, to like super dishonor somebody because you can give it's the +3 that you get
It's
from
just
him.
minus. It's just Fire Menace, like Super Fire Menace.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Mega 93. I'm mostly talking about the City of the Open Hand decks.
yeah, you can feel free to not respond to him.
Can
He's
you
whack.
get the political sanction? What is political sanction?
Political. Oh, that's the uh. Wait, no. Is that the one? Is political sanctions like the weird cloud effect that Crane has?
What
Oh,
what does the
castigated.
card do?
Castigated. That's it. The
Oh, the
Scorpion.
Scorpion Kill
Yeah.
attachment. Yeah, yeah. The Terminal Burn. Um, yeah. I mean, I could see that card. I could see that card being powerful. I mean, Terminal Burn is after playing Game of Thrones, Terminal Burn is fucking super powerful. This game doesn't have the dead pile though, so when your character gets burned, you don't feel as bad. But the terminal burn killing dupes or saves really feels bad. So in Game of Thrones, instead of when you dupe a character, it doesn't add a fate to them because there's no fate. It acts as a save. It's a reprieve. And if you get burned by like Targaryen cards, you just die. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Crown of Gold. Good old limit one per deck. Woo! Good old limit one per deck cards.
Play with captive audience. I'm sure it'll pay off. Yeah, yeah. That's that's something, all right. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see a lot of the new Imperial Scorpion cards as well. So new Shoju especially, like I can't perceive in my brain exactly how good that card's gonna be, but he seems like
New Charger just adds a clock onto the Dishonor deck.
yeah.
Like you just kill your opponent with it. He also just randomly makes it so your opponent can't center you because he certainly needed that line of text. Yeah, the favorite part is the broken part of the card. Not
Yeah.
sure why why that needed to be on there.
It's no favor for your opponent.
Yeah, it's not like no player can have it. It's just your opponent can't have it. And I assume if they have it when he enters play, they just lose it immediately.
So I was just alerted to this Japanese artist who I kind of want to get some art from that he did. His name is Hiroshi Yoshida. He did woodblock prints. Apparently, he's a famous woodblock print artist.
You want to link his website?
Oh, well, I don't think he has a website. He's like old, and not alive anymore. But let's see. But like he does like mostly like woodblock print.
Oh yeah, I agree, Estern. It's like super flavorful. It's also just like not like there's a time and place for flavor. like giving Deisetsu sincerity and Satori pride is flavor. It's fine. We're about to start the final round Tenerum. But like randomly having this shoju that's already very good, also just say your opponent can't have the favor is like not okay.
Like I don't think I would buy this specific print, because I don't think I would pay $1,000 for this. But
$1,000,
but yeah, this
$1,100.
is like his style though.
This boat print's pretty dope though.
Yeah, like that's like his general style. It's like this like.
This reminds me of the APAC lands. Like I could totally, if you zoom this out a little bit, I can see this being an island.
Yeah, but you can click around in here and see like more of his other stuff. I didn't realize this guy existed, but now I do. So.
This is pretty sweet. Yeah, the one with the island in the middle with the boats all around it. Like I could totally just see this being APAC land. Mount Fuji. Yeah, these are really sweet. Yeah, but Bayushi Liar having sincerity is just like them not knowing how to design cards in core. like Bayushi Liar is very clearly ludicrous. Same thing with Kai Envoy. Like I just don't think they realized how insanely strong sincerity and courtesy were gonna be. I mean, obviously they should have, but like I think that is what happened basically. Was when they made those cards, they just wildly underestimated how powerful those keywords are going to be.
All right, so doing a quick checkup on the round. Looks like most games are finished except for we don't have the result for the other undefeated yet. He's still playing the other Phoenix. But currently, the other X1s are Brendan Stove on Lion. We have
Hell
Zane
yeah.
on Phoenix we saw earlier, and Paul Hallett on Unicorn.
Nice.
thoughts on new crab pack cards?
I think they're really sweet.
Yeah,
I think the crab pack is one of the coolest designed sets that Tyler has made.
yeah. The wall
And I'm
is
yeah.
super sick.
I think the wall is appropriately power leveled and is super unique, and their stronghold plays into this unique playstyle. Like A plus for sure. I'm sure. Like, ask me when it comes out, and like a month after it comes out, and I'll be complaining. But at the moment, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, just from a design perspective, it seems like a very good idea, or a very
Yeah.
neat idea at least. And I'm curious to see how it's gonna turn out.
It's just like a really unique thing that like is cool. Like, I think that is cool that Crab gets to be these unique, the engineers and everything, right? Like the Caillou wall is super cool. It's not as strong as the wall. It's not as strong as the wall in Game of Thrones, where builders is really insane. So in Game of Thrones, the Night's Watch is a faction, and so builders is an archetype that basically it plays super defensive, and it wins via the wall from Game of Thrones. And so the wall is a 4-cost holding, and while it's in play, all your Night's Watch characters get +1 strength. And at the end of the phase, if you have not taken an unopposed conflict, you are sorry in dominance, which is the equivalent of like winning the favor. If by then you have not taken an unopposed conflict, you bow the wall and you gain 2 power for your faction. And to win in Game of Thrones, you have to have 15 power. So it's just like it's a way to actually just sit there, defend, and actually still win. It's pretty sweet. Small wall mega. Big wall definitely reanimating. I mean, big wall is also kind of sweet if highly affected by variance.
Oh, I need to update this. This is around 6. Yeah, at some point in time, I will sit down and learn AGOT, but now is not the time.
I mean, the game might not be around for much longer,
Yeah.
so it's tough. I mean, we could probably learn or we could probably play at Worlds.
And Worlds, yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
that's what I
like,
tried to do last time, right? And then like, or no, I wasn't trying to do that, and y'all tried to force me to do it.
on the LCQ day, if you show up late or whatever, I'm sure they have decks over there that we can play with.
Yeah, I would be a Targ player. I don't want to play Targ though. I mean,
Targ is really bad right now.
the only reason that I would want to play
Targ is low tier right now.
I would play AGOT for as a casual, and so I want to play for I guess like flavor purposes. So I want to play Baratheon.
Baratheon is no longer a bottom tier because
Yeah,
they just got their
contract, yeah.
box. Yeah. Baratheon is definitely it's they're a mid tier faction right now, but they can definitely win.
Yeah, I think like if I were actually playing the game, I would probably play Martell, but
Martell is pretty shitty right now. Is pretty shit right
yeah,
now.
but I think
Martell is low tier.
From a sheer fanboy perspective, I would want to play Baratheon. All right, round time is up, so let's check on the standings. And looks like James Adarity won. So we will in fact see him versus Hamoon on stream next, I believe. Unless they decide to put Roy versus Brendan Stove the Lion. So looks like looks like we have another X1, which is a dragon on Secret Void. So 7 X1s. Sorry, 7 X1 or betters. So we will see at least 142 making the cut. I think it has to be multiple 4-2s.
Lannister. Lannister is like weird. I don't actually know how to describe Lannister because I don't play them, and none of my friends play them that much. Lannister makes money, but like not as much money as Tyrell. So
And like clockwork, it's raining. Pairings are up. So yes, table 1 is going to be Hamoon versus James. I do not know if that's going to be the game that we're going to get though. So I see a Nergui playmat.
oh cool.
Are we going to
Are we
get
gonna get
Unicorn?
some action? That's sweet.
Unicorn Dragon. Okay, sick.
Sweet, that's cool.
Right.
This matchup's actually pretty cool. It it really depends on what kind of dragon deck this guy's playing.
It's Seeker of Void, so I would imagine that this
I,
probably
I, I,
deck.
I assume he's playing a Void Fist variant then.
Yeah.
Okay, so the matchup is really cool. It's really going to depend on how he's chosen to run provinces. If he is chosen to run the more powerful on break provinces, it just involves a lot of defending and then basically baiting out ambushers and hoping to be able to defend that conflict. If he's playing the action ones, you're safer, but like it's just like a worse deck overall. So we'll see what he's deciding. It also depends on how many effects of like Mountain Does Not Fall and Indomitable he's playing to be able to basically withstand the onslaught. but it's a pretty cool matchup. You know, it's really dependent on Dragon's dynasty flips though. You really need to see your 2/5 drops are both really important, and Raisugu is what you need. Like if I can open up Raisugu against Unicorn, I'm very confident.
I had to change the color of that text because the GUI's
All right, so Paul's on
super
Unicorn and Mike
bright.
is on Dragon. Oh, some more luxury playstyle
Ooh,
honor
old school luxury
tokens.
playstyle tokens. These
What do you
are
mean
not
old
legal
school?
anymore.
Yes, they are.
They're still. I mean, they're legal to play, but I mean, they're. I don't think he can make them anymore, right?
What?
These metal ones.
Which the entire everything is metal. What are you talking about?
The rings. The rings. Sorry.
Oh yeah. They're private collector stuff.
Yeah.
Presumably the unicorn will be on Dragon or Lion Splash. Those are the two most common ones at the
Yeah.
moment.
Possible
People
Phoenix,
have kind of dropped the
but
Phoenix Splash.
probably not. No. Look at that. He's got the bags and everything for his luxury face out. Oh, he has like a
Yeah.
chainmail bag. That's sick.
Yeah, I just put them in plastic bins.
The unicorn is not Shiroshinja, it's HMT. HMT Keeper Water. Alright, so we have a Dragon Hatamoto coming in, or someone who has bought a Dragon Hatamoto mat. Nice. I like that the unicorn player has put out all his rings on facing military.
Yeah.
It's a common intimidation tactic.
I mean, like let's not beat around the bush here.
Yeah.
We know what kind of conflicts are going to be happening, right? Like let's just be realistic here. The dragon player knows. If I sit down against the unicorn, I'm like, yeah, these are this is the right side.
When are we gonna get reverse captive audience? I don't know.
Probably never. I would
Like
posit
gives an
that
honor?
regular,
No, absolutely not.
I would posit that regular captive audience is a little bit too good. Like I imagine if captive audience was printed today, it would probably just be you'd have to pay more honor, I believe.
Yeah, you either have to pay more honor or like you'd have to pay fate for it.
It would cost like a fate plus honor, right? Like I just think I don't think current iteration of captive audience would be printed as is today. I mean, if I was designing captive audience today, I would probably just tax it and I would probably make it cost 2 honor. But like I actually really like honor cost as ways to balance cards.
Yeah.
Because like you, especially if you have a lot of them, you really can't you can't put them all in your deck, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a great way to gate the ability to play all these cards and still draw a lot of cards. Because you just can't you can't play too many of them over and over again. Because like any faction can dishonor you if all your cards cost you honor.
So it looks like he's got the light blue Sakuras.
Would you say?
I'm looking at the luxury playstyle tokens.
Oh yeah. Remember promo code MDLux, 15% off on any order. I know Maddie ships international too for all of our international viewers.
Yeah, as you can see from here, this guy clearly has a lot of luxury playstyle stuff. So, and he's in Australia.
Yeah.
Alright, so doing some high roll here, trying to figure out who's first player. We're missing the card on one of these provinces. I don't know what happened to it. Alright, first player's gonna go do Unicorn. And he's gonna. Oh no, I didn't put a card there. I think I saw a Shiatomi encampment. I think it's saying I bought luxury playstyle because I saw Shen use them on stream. Sick. Yeah. I also use luxury playstyle tokens because I played against the Neil, and I was like, man, these things are really cool.
Yeah. I was using them before I got sponsored, which made it just easier to when Maddie sponsored me to just be like, hell yeah. Yeah, I just got the at Gen Con I got the Phoenix ones, and I got Dragon Coins again. I got the new shiny ones, and they're sweet. I got to play with them at locals the other day. I mean,
Nice.
that's one of the reasons I actually go to locals also is to use my cool tokens.
Yeah, I mean, like I love playing this game in paper in general, but like part of the appeal is using the swag that stuff. So when's he making lion ones?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Maddie himself. I
Okay.
unfortunately am not privy to that. What Maddie's plans are.
Okay. Because like the old line ones, I think were actually like some of like the less good ones because like it was on like
Yeah,
a
the
gold
lion
coin.
coins kind of just suck. I mean,
Yeah, like
they're just like unfortunately those ones and the scorpion ones just don't have the good color palette of the classic ones. They're both like brownish, like coppery ones,
yeah,
and
and
they
so
just don't
it's
look
kind of like
great.
just blends in to each other.
Yeah, they just like don't. They didn't come out very well in of the original ones. It's unfortunate.
All right, so we see the unicorn actually buy Shono. He bought Duckface Shono on 2 Fate.
Oh, he actually bought Shono. Interesting.
Well, he didn't.
I
Yeah.
I would not have bought Investigator with. I would not have let on Investigator. So obviously, I don't know how he mulliganed. Presuming he mulliganed all of his cards, what I like to do is I like to open Tranquil Philosopher because he's a monk.
Yes. You need to get that going early so you can like
Like so,
Hurricane
you can
Punch
worst
and
case scenario, you can play like your Hurricane Punches and like swords on him, and he can Void Fist, and you don't have to use a seal on him. You'll get Passing Fate still, and you are gonna do a lot of attacks early as Dragon. So with your Tranquil Philosopher, you can get some economic advantages too.
yeah. Neither of these players really getting fantastic flops. I mean,
I mean, he's got an
Unicorn has a
enchantment.
keeper, so that's actually kind of sick. And
Yeah,
encampment,
Unicorn has a
but
keeper and an encampment. So
but
like this isn't that bad actually.
yeah, preferably you want like motor use and stuff like that. But this is
I guess like you're just gonna have to try and break this encampment on political.
yeah, but
Is
you're
this
going.
seeker? No, it's keeper or water. Alright,
Yeah,
this is keeper.
you're
Shit.
going first though. Or you're going second. So
Oh yeah.
oh,
It's
sick. There's a motor
actually
youth. Oh, he did fate.
wait. He went for fate.
Yeah, he did fate on the yurt.
Hell yeah. Yo, I like this guy.
Okay.
He ain't messing around.
And yeah, AJ, he's duckface Shono because he's making a duck face in that picture. In the alt art that comes with the book. My stream is frozen, I think.
I refreshed it, but I'm
Okay.
getting a network error right now. Please try again. Merlin!
Oh, Shine. All right, so it looks like stream is in the process of dying.
Oh.
This is unfortunate.
Mega, you definitely want to play Yurt and just use it for honor. Giving your opponent honor doesn't matter. Speaking of cards that have honor costs, Unicorn actually has a lot of them, and to fund that, you need to be yurting. Oh my god, my arm hurts so much still. I got the color work done on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I've never felt like after I got a tattoo, like why did I do this? Like, or like, I don't want to get another one.
So did you just get it all done at the same time?
No, well, so my sleeve is so big that because it's my entire arm, that he said he could get my color done in one session or another session, and I was just like, I don't think you can. And after he like started doing, he's like, oh man, these gods are way more detailed than I thought. I'm not gonna be able to do that. So we just did the three biggest things in the color.
Ugh.
Like the Ganesh on the lower part of my arm is just so like that, like shading that part it hurts so much because it's such a tender area. It's like where your tricep is,
Yeah, yeah.
like inner bottom arm. It's just like, oh my god. So like I got tattooed for 7.5 hours on Wednesday, and after hour 7, I was just like dying, and I was in so much pain at the end that my teeth were chattering involuntarily. Like I was like my, like when you're cold, like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
teeth
But
do
I
that.
guess
Yeah,
you're just
I
like
was doing
bleeding
that
so
out of
much.
pain, and my arm still really hurts right now. So like the it's just where it's just like the inner arm portion. It's just like so raw. Oh no, our stream is still dead. It's tough.
Yeah, I sent a message to Merlin.
On the 21st, I'm going. I have a smaller session. We're breaking it down now because the color is just taking a toll on my
Yeah.
arm, and I just like can't. I can't do. I can't do 8 hour. I can't do 8 hour sessions anymore. Yeah, Jasper. It's like your the inside of your arm, like right where your tricep is, right where the elbow, right underneath that. It's so tender. There's just like a lot of nerve endings there.
All right, ETA 2 minutes. Merlin
All right,
said
cool.
he's restarting the stream.
And then yeah, so I'm getting on the 21st. I'm going back for another session, but we're doing half days now instead of full days because I just like can't tolerate that much pain anymore. And but I've done two full days. I've done two 7.5 hour sessions so far. So yeah, my tattoo's 15 hours in right now, and I have about 8 to 10 more hours to go. So I have a 4 hour session on the 21st to start coloring in the snake. Yeah, got to color in the snake, and then the mandala on the inner part of my armpit or of my elbow, like the pit, the ditch area. I was kind of worried about that, but he said he's just gonna dot that instead of actually coloring it, which is super good to hear. Getting that area shaded also would suck.
All right, so while we're waiting on this, I'm just gonna throw on something to keep everybody occupied.
Oh, what are we watching? I don't have your stream open. Because yours will have a delay, so I'm watching the live. Alright, so looks like Upholding Authority got broken at some point.
Oh, she's back. Okay.
I believe Upholding Authority has just been broken on first attack. Looks like first attack was water. Attempted defense with a Wanderer and looks like a Fine Katana. If that's an Ancestral Daisho, it's obviously a lot better. I think it is actually an Ancestral Daisho because he had 4 Fate from the Yurt, and he's down to 2 right now.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's a Cav Reserves and a Bonsai, it looks like, set off to the side up top.
And then there's a captive, a wayfinder, and a charge.
So is this unicorn? What? Oh, okay. He just set it off to the side to while he was doing upholding. Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're
Yeah.
discarding.
He picked charge.
No, you discard Cav Reserves. Or,
Oh.
not Cav Reserves, Captive Audience. Then you can take whatever else you want with your Investigator.
Well, it looks like he's doing an attack right now with skirmisher.
Did you take charge?
He took charge.
I have
Yeah.
to refresh.
I see a charge in the discard and nothing that was actually charged. So.
Okay.
Is that a finger of jade on the wanderer? Oh, consort, dude, that's rough. Sorry,
Yeah,
investigator, not this time.
Now you just don't get your Investigator. I mean, I guess Investigator would have stumbled into it no matter. This is why I just, like, don't buy Investigator. Because, like, especially with the cons also.
AJ said, Dan, see me in Sam's show. Well, you better show up on Sunday and actually enter the tournament, and then maybe you can see me in Sam's show.
Ooh, them's fighting words.
Well, AJ does this thing where he ducks every tournament.
Got him. Some people have a tournament envy. Even then, it's like tough, Jasper, because there's like between captive audiences and consort, there's just like a million things. So we do see the fire ring go off, honoring Investigator. It is awkward to do this because if your opponent runs into Shameful, your character is already honored. And that's exactly what we see.
Yep. So, I mean, at the very least, he does get to dishonor Shono, but he could have taken Shono down to dishonored here.
Well, it's not even that. Like, I would have just done Earth instead of Fire. Especially since your opponent's hand is only 4 cards now. Like, your hits are all good. I would have just taken an Earth Ring Skirmisher.
Yeah, so instead we're gonna get Earthring for
He has to get he has to remember his Seeker Fate. I don't believe he has gotten it yet.
nope, because he's still sitting on 0. So
No, he has 1 at the top.
what?
He had 4, and then he played he played a Wanderer and a Ancestral Dice Show, I believe, is on that, and then he has a Skirmisher for 3. So
that's a finger of jade, I think.
Look, I'm saying it's an Ancestral Dice Show because I don't want to believe that he played a Finger of Jade for no reason. All right,
That's fair. Okay.
because like his box isn't bowed yet either. It's like, just let me have this, Dan.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, he did not get his Secret Fate. Yeah, I mean, Lotus Pavilion said he's on Secret Void, so I'm assuming he's on Secret Void. I don't see a roll card though, so
Yeah, it's tough to tell for sure. Is he just not blocking? Does he know he has to do a military conflict left?
yeah. Well, I mean, good thing he has his honored investigator, right?
I mean, I would be blocking Shameful and just like stemming some bleeding here.
Yeah, GJ Athena, we know it's FOJ, but we're memeing. Oh, he played a skirmisher.
Plays a
What?
Skirmisher into the conflict.
Into? Okay, is he double blocking then?
Is he double blocking?
No. He's not blocked with anything. I think he just
What?
didn't block it. But he played
What
a
is
skirmisher.
happening? That just can't be right. He also misses Seeker Fate.
And this card is gonna be Cloud.
Cloud's really important because like you need to be able to Cloud Tetsuko.
Yes, if you can't Cloud Tetsuko, you just die.
You die.
I've died many times to.
This is just
Cloud
like
Tetsuko.
Okay, so Dragon has just melted through all of their fate, and they don't have any board to show for it, and it's just this is a problem. Like this is why Dragon is just not that great right now.
Yeah. So he spent. Yeah, look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, he spent 1, 2, 3, 4. It's four fate and 4 cards in play right now, and his board is not going to be any better at the end of this turn for it.
Yeah, they're just gonna disappear at the end of the turn. And the worst part also is that to use Investigator, you also have to spend Fate. So even though he's gonna be first player next turn and he gets to use it, or he might get to use it. Sorry. He's just not gonna have a whole lot of money to spend. And so it looks like he thought that he could go political, and now he's realizing that he can't go political.
Yeah, and he doesn't have Fate anyway to use the Investigator. This is just like the issue with Dragon right now is like you just cannot make mistakes. Your faction is not powerful enough for you to make mistakes.
Yeah, so now he's really mulling it over. Okay, he's gonna go Void. With just the Skirmisher. Okay.
He has to go Void. Like he basically
what got HMT'd earlier?
I think it's a Wayfinder. I think a Wayfinder did.
Okay, yeah. So I'm looking at the Dynasty, and I only see the Yurt. So I'm assuming it had to be a Wayfinder or an Ambusher. Oh no, it couldn't be an Ambusher because he broke up Holy Authority. So
it could have been. He could have just not chosen to trigger it.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I mean I won't discount that.
I mean, probably wasn't, but it could be.
Alright, so another Wayfinder is going to come down. We see Pilgrimage over there. So yeah, he's definitely Seeker of Void. Or he's Chris Podorf.
So there's the Wayfinder we knew about. Gonna do this attack on air.
So this is military conflict.
Is that Resto? It looks like Resto.
Yeah, it's Resto.
I guess if Dragon wins this, he'll win favor. Oh no, the keeper's sitting back.
Yeah, Dragon. I think is gonna win favor no matter what here.
No. Unicorn's Dragon.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Unicorn, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize the keeper initiate was sitting
I
home.
misspoke. And Bass saying, can confirm it's not for a top, yeah. This man is actually playing a legal province row.
Well, Fro wouldn't be playing Dragon.
That too. Not this year, at least. Okay, so Curveblade comes out on the Wayfinder.
So it is 4-3. I'm passing if I'm Dragon. I'm passing until I'm being broken, and then I'm doing.
Yeah, but the question is, what else does he have left to do?
Why is he playing Leko? You just like can't do this as Dragon. Like you can't hemorrhage Fate and cards like this. Your faction is just not good enough.
Yeah, and so the Leko is a very poor trade here because
the character's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you wait for your opponent to play the bonsai, then you can let go.
Mm-hmm. And now, yeah, there's a Bartra now that comes out on. I think it's a Bartra. Yeah, it's a Bartra. So now your Leko is wasted, right?
You got the Bartra off the Earth ring.
Oh,
That's
did
hilarious.
he?
Yeah, because we saw his hand from Upholding Authority. Holy crap, that's so bad. Like all he needed was was to save that let go, right?
Wow. So yeah, we get the Dream triple break turn. And just some.
Dragon's pretty dead. They have no fate. They have no they have no like if this was like an honored Mitsu or like an honored Yokuni, like I could see maybe stalling.
Yeah. But now we have Shono out with he's honored with the Barcha on him.
Because Barcha doesn't do anything against Seiko Sanctuary.
That's fair. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, it depends, right? So if
It doesn't.
I mean, it has to be a monk that gets readied, right?
Yeah, I mean, like obviously, obviously that's what you need. If you don't have a monk when they're on Seiko Sanctuary, you've lost the game anyway, right? Like the only way you can block is with Void Fist.
Yeah. All right. So he has a Tranquil Philosopher.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's super dead. That's Minamikaze and Dayu.
He just like buys Dayu, whatever. He's just like, I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, Child of the Plains too. Sick.
I guess Shallow Plains can get buffed by Shono.
Yeah. So Dragon player taking a second here to read the effect of Dayu.
My God, Dragon, how
Baz
do
saying, yeah, he played a while ago, took a break.
Oh,
and now
okay,
he's
yeah,
coming
yeah,
back.
that makes sense, Baz. Yeah, this matchup is not great, but like it is obviously doable. You have to be really disciplined on your card usage and your fate
Yeah.
expenditure and your mulligans to even have a chance.
Yeah, you just have to be really careful, and if you don't know what
That's
you're
just-
walking
that-
into, then
That's
you're
just the
definitely
truth
gonna
about every
gaslight
Dragon matchup right now, though, is because the factions just it has powerful things it can do, but the entirety of the deck is not that powerful. So you really need to leverage the powerful things you do have. And unfortunately, he didn't see the right dynasty characters, and he took a lot of inefficient card and fate expenditures. And he didn't. He really needed to like defend the shameful. Like he needed to make sure he needed to make sure that he didn't take 3 breaks on turn 1. He also needed to do the Earth Ring instead of the Fire Ring. So it's
Yeah.
just like a lot of small mistakes that add up.
I thought I just saw a Tattooed Wanderer on that initiate, but I guess it was taken back.
Like nothing against Mike. I'm sure he's a very good player. It's just describing the matchup. He has not done himself any favors.
Yeah, I mean,
Is
he
how I
definitely.
would describe it.
If what Bez is saying is true, then the unfamiliarity with the matchup is showing for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very blessed, and I have Dan played this deck. Jokingly played it. I mean, you just shouldn't be attacking on turn 1, Jasper. So I mean, it has nothing to do with sometimes you hit order and get run over. It's you just should not be attacking on turn 1. You shouldn't have bought the investigator on turn 1. Like it's just an avalanche of mistakes.
Yeah, so we still haven't seen the splash. I think from the unicorn player. I don't think we saw it with upholding, right?
We did not.
So
Yeah, losing that cloud really sucks too because that cloud he could have clouded Dayu right now.
clouded Shono even too. I mean, but both.
Dayu's more, right? Dayu's
I think
plus 3.
yeah, Dayu's 3 right now. But
I guess Shono has potentially to be more. But, I mean, clouding either of them is a lot of force that you can negate. Man, if he had just had that let go for this Barsha, I would feel so much better. This Barsha being in play is just is so bad for him.
okay, so he's gonna do political water.
Okay, I like this. He's going to honor his monk, and then he can use Seiko Sanctuary on this monk. Hopefully his opponent's not on Lion Splash, and he actually gets to bow the Shona.
That'd be really unfortunate. Or Phoenix Splash. Oh, that would be a blow.
Oh, if he's on Phoenix Splash, Phoenix Splash would be so miserable. You get displayed, your opponent then bows your Doom Shigenja. Oh, That would be miserable. That would probably elicit a GG go next.
Yeah, well, there is no next because this is for a top cut.
Yeah, well, I mean, next is next year.
Alright, so he capped his. He defended with Shono, so I guess no ready for battle or anything like that. He's tapping HMT. I guess trying to figure out whether or not I can trigger on defense, I guess.
Yep, sure can. Sure
But
can.
currently, he does not have that many people in the conflict, so.
I mean, he's just gonna sack Shono, right? Gotta trigger your box no matter the cost.
Well, he can't because he has less people, or he doesn't have more people.
Or he's equal. Yeah, he needs another bro in the conflict.
Sacking Shonen here feels kind of squiffy. Just because you could probably close the game out if you preserve him. Since if you win this ring, you can Shiotome and stand him back up, and then you have him ready plus the Barcha for whatever your attack on the stronghold.
Pays to air. Okay, he chooses the rating to pay for or pay to. So looks like we'll see the You actually don't even need to stand your guy now. You can at any point use the Barcha to move your character in,
And then stand him,
and
yeah.
then stand in the
Oh, did he get
conflict.
Keeper Fate? I don't think he got Keeper Fate there.
So many people forget Keeper Fate. Like, I think Keeper Fate might be one of the most forgotten triggers in the game.
Yeah, I mean it just happens so rarely that like people like just don't attack you with your Keeper Ring.
So if I'm Unicorn, I'm doing military air at your stronghold. I have a cavalry reserves in my hand. Hopefully that there's some characters for you to discard. Is that only one character going in? Oh, I guess he has the Barsha to.
Yeah, he can Barcha to move Shonen in if necessary.
So Sacred Sanctuary is gonna stand the monk.
So military favor with Dayu puts him at 4, so he's breaking. If he defends with the monk, it's gonna be 3. Best saying the event started really late at night, and now it's early in the morning. Yes. All the players' minds are on UK time. So I'm seeing a lot of exasperated hand waving. I'm not sure what's happening just yet.
I don't know. I feel like he's dead.
I mean, I think he's super dead, right? I don't think there's any way around this. Like literally, all he needs to do is just Barsha, and then he just wins. All right, he's gonna Hurricane Punch. Okay, so you go up to 5, draw a card. Hands thrown up in frustration, I guess. All right, so now we're gonna have to do some rules mongering. Shono can move in, right? Oh no.
You Shono actually shouldn't. This is the clarity. This is the clarity ruling.
Right, yeah.
Because the only defending character cannot be bowed,
Yeah.
you cannot move in.
Can you just...
I don't know if the dragon player can you bow your own guy?
I think you can just bow Dayu, right?
Alright, I have to look up Adoran Barsha. Obviously, it would be better if you played a conflict character, right? And bowed that.
Yeah,
All right.
choose a participating character. You just bow Dayu.
Yeah, sure. Yep. There we go. We found the line.
Or you could move the keeper, or you could just attack with Shono. I don't know why you're trying to barter somebody here.
Well, Shono didn't declare, so
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, why didn't he just attack with Shono?
yeah, I don't know.
All right, so
Maybe he didn't realize this was the stronghold, or like he didn't realize the interaction.
Force of the river.
He only has one face down province.
Yeah.
I guess he can Barsha. He can Barsha that though.
He can barter the force. Oh, it got let go, I think, right?
There's a Barsha.
Wait, oh, okay, that's an activation marker. I thought that was a dishonor.
Yeah. I also thought it was just dishonor token for whatever reason. It is an activation.
So he still has 2 fates. So I'm assuming we're gonna see charge. And then you get 2 forces of the river. But I mean, like, legit, all he needs is just 1, right? So he can just barter something. Void Fist.
Let's see. So Dayu's should be at 6.
Yeah, Dayu's at 6, so Dayu's gonna go home.
Censured. Void Fist got
Okay,
censured.
it's censured, yeah. So he made a thing. I wonder if if he sees the line for the Bartra play. Oh, he's reading. He's reading. I think he might do it. I think actions right now is on the dragon player. Oh, sick! Yeah, he bowed it, so that means he's gonna barge it in Shono. So that's gonna increase his skill by a hefty 9.
He bows his Force of the River token. Amazing. This game is great. He's counting, but like the dragon player's waving his hand like I'm dead, bro. This is where this is where the dragon player usually needs to start scooping up your cards and let your opponent know that you've conceded.
There's not enough.
There's no point.
Okay. He put his cards
there's no
down.
point.
There's a handshake.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So congratulations to Paul for making 5-1. So I think he was already Unicorn Hatamoto by default, but now he is guaranteed to be in the cut for tomorrow since he was a X1. So he finishes at 5-1. We'll have to see how Mike's I guess his strength of schedule turns out, but
Wait, the Kotei started late at night. Really? That's weird.
no, it didn't. Baz is just making a joke because it's late and.
Gotcha. It started late at night in Ireland, I believe. I believe Baz is Irish. Cork. Yeah, I believe he's part of the Cork. The Cork contingent. There we go. And okay. Yeah, I mean, I hope Mike gets a chance to watch this game back, and just if you just watch it back, you'll see the how you need to play the matchup. I don't think maybe he could have won regardless based on his flips or whatever. But like you have to give yourself the best opportunity to win. And unfortunately, Mike did not do that for himself. But still a strong run with Dragon. It is what it is. You got to play with the cards that you have at the moment. Oh, Dublin. Okay. Mike recently moved from Dublin to Melbourne. Oh, cool. So that's where you know him from. Awesome. Yeah, I hope Mike gets a chance to take a look at it. I do like the running of Resto and Upholding Authority. I think it gives you the most kind of raw power in the other matchups.
Yes, I think Mike should be in line for Hatamoto. There is one more dragon but he's currently a 3-2, so we'll have to see how that pans out.
Let's see. It'll come down to strength of schedule then, most likely.
Yeah. But I think that's it for today. So that was round 6. So I'm not sure how much longer Merlin's gonna keep streaming, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop off and end my stream.
I'm also going to go to sleep.
So anybody who wants to continue to watch Merlin's footage, please go back over to the Hidden City Roller Derby channel. And
Yeah, I'll go ahead and link it in chat here.
You got it, or?
Yeah, I got.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not logged in.
Oh.
Do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything tomorrow, so hopefully we can get a chance to stream the top cut tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess I don't know exactly.
It'll start earlier too, so like we won't have to go too far.
Right.
Are you doing a fighting game tournament tomorrow?
No, I have my World Cup game tomorrow though.
Yeah, but like what this should start at like this should start at like 11 your time.
Yeah. Mine's at 8, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, wait? No, you guys aren't playing the World Cup right now. You guys have a fucking bye. What is wrong with you guys?
What? No, we're playing. I mean, we have 2 weeks to do it, but we're playing.
No, that's not how this works.
No.
Nope. That's literally not how it works. Because if the roles change, or if I want to do something, to like do another resubmit, I have that week to do it.
For this upcoming week.
Yeah, well, if the roles change, if I gave the play-in round a week to change, right? And then if the roles change and I don't want to see every Phoenix player play Echo Bird, I can just say, okay, we're playing with new roles.
Okay. Well.
So I think Micah did the same thing. I just don't know. Not sure why you guys are scheduling your matches when you're not playing.
Okay. Well, I mean, the main reason is that we're playing in Singapore, and this was a convenient time. So, but we'll talk about this more off stream.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thank you, Merlin, for showing this. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. I think tonight's games are done because this was the last round. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll catch you guys later.
Oops. Are you done streaming? Or did you turn it off?